Ah. Well, here we are, right? Fuck. Fuck. Almost locked myself out of my own phone. Go. Let's see. There's Twitch. I don't have audio off, but I have it off enough. I do have it off. Let's go. Is there anything I have forgotten to do? I think not. Taking it. Alright. Knock shit over. My bad. Fuck. I'm letting people filter in. So, I think I have game at like 9 or 10 or something. I think I have like an actual amount of time. Someone will message me when it is time for me to stop streaming, I assume. Will I get that message? Probably. In fact, somebody will probably call me on my phone when it's time for me to stop streaming. I was gonna stream around this time-ish, yesterday, but, I suddenly got called into work, so I didn't. My bad. I should really, like, get back on top of streaming at least once a day. I kind of want to try MTG Arena. I think that'd be fun. Even though, like, I'm not, like, super good at Magic, I think it'd be fun to play Arena on stream. Then maybe I'd learn more. I've been playing a lot of Commander recently. And Commander's been fun. I know Arena has, like, a Commander mode, but I don't have anywhere near enough, like, cards in my Arena account to do that. I could also do, like, Hearthstone. I play a lot of Hearthstone. Man, being impatient is really hard for letting people filter in, you know what I mean? Boom, boom. Only started... Did I start on time? I might have started on time. I'm not sure. One thing I wish I had the, like, wherewithal to do, I see on, like, a bunch of channels on YouTube, they have, like, a stream schedule that's just, like, there at all times. That's really cool. I think that's really interesting. But I don't have the, like, wherewithal to do something like that. At least I don't think I do. And I know my brain well enough. I don't even have the wherewithal to, like, stay up to date in World of Warcraft. I still have to fucking clear the story. I haven't done that yet. Let's see. It's always darkest before the dawn. Means things are about to get darker? what is going. Travel, I see, alright.
Guys?
What's up, girl? Exhausted, Nautica finally breaks the silence of their long trek. The chief assistant waves her glass fetter, scribes 6 beside them. To its left, there are 5 preceding numerals, solemn sequence.
Yes, Nautica. We noticed it too. This is the 6th time we've passed this stone wall.
It might even be more than the 6th time. We walked for 15 minutes before we realized we were going in circles.
That's not good. That's very not good. So there's some sort of enchantment or something?
I'm afraid we have to face the fact that we're trapped in this labyrinth, Timekeeper.
Just like in the legends. The Black Forest, the Demon of the Crossroads, the Twilight Loop.
Well, wait, Miss Amundsen.
Legend.
We need to think dialectically. Let's not jump straight to evil spirits.
Okay.
It could be the result of some kind of arcane skill.
I had the same thought, but I don't sense any arcane fluctuations around here. That said, Miss Radio and the sled dogs couldn't just vanish into thin air. There must be a hidden exit, or something else at play here.
Nautica stomps back and forth, soft snow rustling under her feet.
Let me give it a try.
Give what a try?
I may not be an Arcanist, but we human explorers have our ways.
Begins rummaging through a mountain of gear, searching for a vital tool. The mechanical gears turn dutifully, just as they had half a century ago on this same frozen ground.
My grandfather taught me how to tell the directions using a watch in the position of the sun. I have his watch right here. I took it with me.
Okay.
Let me see. What was it again? Point the hour hand towards the sun, and bisect the angle between the hour hand and 12 o'clock to find the south.
Okay.
Wait, we're in the southern hemisphere, so it actually points north.
Okay.
Thankfully, we aren't in the polar night yet. We still have the sun in the sky.
Excitement soon falls into silence. Nautica shakes her head and curls up, giving the appearance startled armadillo.
There's no sun.
Oh. North, south, west, east. The sky is smothered under thick clouds in every direction. Snow and mist scatter enough light to see. The now red sun lies hidden away.
Manus Vindictae's ritual is affecting the day and night cycle.
Don't worry, Miss Amundsen. There must be another way. Timekeeper, I suggest we try to exit this area first.
Agreed.
Sure.
We can't afford to risk any more time in here.
It's also likely that some sort of form of magic is preventing you from progressing. One. Interesting. We're going back. We're gonna hit like 3 or 4 next. 4. Okay. That would mean next is... No, that's 6. Hi, Koji. How's it going, friend? The little me.
We're back at the beginning again.
That sounds good.
I've been keeping an eye on the sled dog's footprints. We've been following them all this time, yet we still seem to be going in circles.
That's not good.
How did they disappear, along with Miss Radio?
Is this a trap? A trap that only lets dogs leave? I don't want to be stuck here forever.
It's got to be some sort of like sensory trap, like a visual or auditory or something like that. But probably it's fucking with your senses. And the dogs might just be immune to it because they can't interact with the medium of thought.
The ruins
as well?
are just behind the pass. They're so close. Is it really impossible to get there?
It can't be.
But Matu told me that it's different this time. This is the closest I've ever been.
Her voice shakes. She looks into the distance, brimming with expectation.
Across this land, the Mother's light is sown. And through all things, her spirit clearly shone. This is what I came for.
Aw. Koji, I thought that was in game for a second there. Why did that have to be so well timed? Faint barking drifts out from the labyrinth's end, distorted by distance. It ought to be less than a mile away. It seems now to extend into unimaginably vast space, distorted by the labyrinth's power.
The sled dogs followed Dr. Doris' scent from the typewriter.
That's right. And the direction of their barking is consistent. So, unless the labyrinth has been designed to carry sound in a particular direction, they must have made it through to the other side, where the ruins are. Which means Dr. Doris must have made it through the labyrinth, too.
Exactly. Although we can't be sure whether she was guided here. Let's assume that she was alone.
Then, despite the fact that she's blind, somehow she didn't get trapped by these stone walls.
This Dr. Doris you're looking for, she's blind?
Yeah. It is some sort of visual hallucination that they're going through. Nautica gasps in surprise, lifting her head from the stone.
Yes, she always covers her eyes with a patch or bandage.
A look of intense focus settles on Nautica's face.
Through Giant Mother's bones, the path is laid. In bloody pain, eternal life is made. The blind seer walks, and we her path do take. For all will shift in the Evernight's wake.
Are those proverbs from the legend of the Mother Spirit?
Perhaps.
Yes, they are.
Blind seer,
Could
perhaps you
this
just need to
folktale
close
from
your
your
eyes.
hometown actually derive from reality?
Perhaps.
Even in my hometown, many people think this proverb is an expression of the people's want for spring after the long polar night. But I've always thought that there is
Sounds
something
not
else
true.
behind it. You see, the
I think it'd be
blind
really
Dr.
cool
Doris
to live in a
wasn't
place
trapped,
where
and
it's
the dogs
mostly
who
night.
followed their noses also made it
Maybe
through the
that's
labyrinth.
because I'm crazy, but I think that'd be kind of interesting. Wake up in the day, and it's still nighttime. That'd be interesting. Very weird.
We looked around this
But I'd
labyrinth.
be there. I'd be here for
We
it.
looked for landmarks and for clues. We even looked for the sun to guide us. We looked. That's the difference between us and them. We've only been using our eyes.
Are you saying that
Maybe, if we close our eyes, the true direction will be revealed.
Classic, like.
Close your eyes, Vertin.
37. Oh my god.
Only when your eyes are closed will your mind open up.
That's the throwback? Clear clues, simple deductions, familiar theories.
It's worth a try. We don't have any other ideas at the moment.
Oh my god. That's beautiful.
We trust you.
I love 37. I love her so much. Thanks for the throwback. That's adorable. Their ice cold hands clasped together.
Are you ready to walk in the darkness, ladies?
I love Vertin. She closes her eyes. What? No shot. We'll have to feel our way forward. Use your direction. Matt's maze. As you explore in darkness, your awareness will fade. Find the exit before your disorientation is 100. When you're unsure of where to go, tap to activate Mind's Eye to find the right direction. After use it will require 2 rounds to recharge. Move out. Ready to go right now. Ever heard of the left-hand maze rule? They say if you follow your left hand along the wall, you'll eventually find the exit. Yes, because a maze can be seen as 2 sections divided by the correct path. Follow the edge of one, you'll inevitably reach the exit. Makes sense. Why don't we give it a try? Ah, my glove stuck frozen to the rock. This is so far a straight line. Several distant barks echo, but the direction is unknown. There is nothing left. Feel. But cold stone. Frost. Hardened. Earth. Hello, D-Man. Thank you for the head pat. Oh, Vertin, I've got an idea. What if we try climbing the rock face? It could find us the exit, but it's also risky. Actually, I'm quite experienced with hopping over walls. Though I'm not sure snow-covered rocks are as easy to vault as school fences. I forgot that Vertin is a rebel in her life. Darkness drowns Mind's Eye. Another fork in the road. Lurk, thank you for the lurk. Also, congrats on first, Demon. Since our scientific tools aren't working, perhaps it's time for some arcanum. A pair of divining rods or a pendulum would help. But unfortunately, our supplies are limited. All we've got is the golden fleece Ouija board. Incense. Wait. The Ouija board? For the Ouija board? We could try contacting the dead. Maybe there's a friendly soul nearby who'll help us the way. Who'll show us the way. If they knew the way out, would they still be wandering here as ghosts? Viscous liquid seeps into every crack between the stones. The scent of blood hangs heavy, demanding caution. Mind's eye. One. We get lucky. Yo, thank you for the pennies, Scaby. How are things with you and Anj? I see you two hanging out in a call together. Every crack, that is true. There are some uneven imprints here. Seems someone's been through this way. Timekeeper, I want to open your eyes and take a look. Let me feel them first. A forked tubular protrusion with faint traces of arcane energy. Forcing me to watch Drag Race? Well, have fun studying. We know you love studying queer culture. They also called you a cigarette? Did they call me a cigarette in... Did they use the British slang for a cigarette? Yes? I see. Tell Anj that they're a bundle of sticks. Maybe it's an ancient fossil of some kind. Creatures with a similar shape have existed since the late Cambrian. No, Timekeeper. The imprint is over here. That's my hand. They will never forget this. I never intended them to. The wind blows here. Cold enough to... something. That's very bright gold. Be careful, Twink. I can't really ever help you in this regard ever again. Well, it's not like Anj is gonna meet me in real life and, like, punch me in the gut or something like that. I mean, like, I imagine Anj has the, like, upper body... But if they did, that's true. I imagine Anj has, like, the upper body strength of, like a fucking... Like a piece of ice. Or like, you know, one of those trees, one of those, like a birch tree. Those fucking thin-ass branches. Through the darkness, she follows old footprints along paths of melted and refrozen ice.
The snow here feels different. It's harder than the last path we were on.
I see.
I don't think we came this way when we were following the dog's footprints. Did we?
Don't think so.
Basalt, stone walls. A path that can't be found with open eyes. I see it now. The designer of the labyrinth used these stone walls to create an optical illusion. We missed this entrance over and over again.
Interesting.
Right. Even if the dogs hit into a wall, they could still follow the scent. Of course! The Mother Spirit is always right.
Heyo, Azzy, how's it going? We just got through an fucking labyrinth. Yo. What the fuck? Fucking tired. You just get off of... Work?
What do you
Or
see,
have you not
Vertin?
slept?
No,
Oh, this is autoplaying.
No.
Oh god. Thank you
It's
for the
gone.
5 months, by the way. What the fuck? Gone. What do you mean it's gone?
Take my hand, timekeeper.
I've slept for 12 hours all week. Girl! Sleep more. Darkness floods her vision, but the edge of the gloom still reveals a scattered, faint light. Through this flickering, directionless world, a golden melody pierces through the pierces the silence. Telling me that games were bad when he hasn't played them. I feel like a lot of people do that.
Miss Erd.
Now, there are games that I feel like you can say are bad without ever having played them. Like, modern Call of Duty, like Black Ops 46 or something like that. Probably bad, right? We can all say that that game's probably not very good without needing to play it. But if you haven't even heard of a game, or like, whatchamacallit, my order for the RE games and 7 was in the middle and he got mad. 7 is the one with Ethan Winters, right? His name isn't Ethan Winters. Whatever his name was. Yes? Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, I mean, like, that's like fine. It's like, it's a good game, but I don't know if I would call it a good Resident Evil game, right? It's like such a departure from Resident Evil, focusing entirely, like, on horror, right? It's a very kind of, like, different game. It almost feels like... Yeah, it feels more of a horror game than the other Resident Evil games are. He said no games that came out after RE6. He liked RE6? Revelations 1 and 2. Revelations 1 and 2 are really good story games. They're almost like Telltale-esque, I'd say. He just kept saying Resi 7 saved Resident Evil when it literally didn't. I mean, like, it didn't, right? It was certainly, especially considering, like, they've backtracked on the direction that Resident Evil took the franchise, right? Because they did Resident Evil, then they did RE7. They did a bunch of stuff with RE7. Really milked Resident Evil 7 to, like, as far as they could. Then they did Village. And then, like, the modern Resident Evil games, I guess I wouldn't call them modern, because they're all remakes. I think even Resident Evil, I think even the newest one is a remake, right? I feel like, RE9 is new? Oh yeah, RE9, yeah. I guess Resident Evil 8 was Village, question? But RE9 is, like, back to the old formula, right? It's not first person? You can play either or? Okay. Alright. I don't know. 7 feels like... 7 feels like... Okay, this is gonna sound weird, alright? Hear me out on this. Right? 7 feels like it's what... It feels like it's what Kojima wanted to make. It's like the leftover scraps of, what's it called? Yeah, PT. Yeah. Silent Hill PT. That's what Resi 7 feels like. Now, I'm not saying that Resident Evil 7 is bad. I think it's a good game. I just feel like it's really hard to call Resident Evil 7 a Resident Evil game. You know what I mean? Because it's like calling it's like calling fucking the OG Devil May Cry a Resident Evil game because it was originally meant to be one, right? What pisses me off is he said Resi 1, 2, and 3 OG are bad and not scary. I feel like that's not true. I feel like I don't feel like Resident Evil does horror super well, but I feel like I feel like the original games are certainly scary. DMC1 has more Resident Evil in it than 7. Well, that's because DMC1 is made by the Resident Evil creator, right? Like, it is made by the original RE team. Resi 1 isn't scary because the script was super campy. RE 2 and 3 though. And I feel like you gotta like take away what Resident Evil is now, right? What it looks like now with the graphic, like take modern context away. And look at the context of the time, of the graphic settings, of the ability of graphical, like, fidelity that we had at the time, right? The OG games were about as scary as you could get, like, graphics-wise, right? And, like, there's a lot to say, for, like, fucking how, like, the controls, right, make a game scarier. Because tank controls suck to use, right? It made it so you couldn't, like, it wasn't easy to run from things or fight things, right? As well, so like you had a fucking ability to burn through stuff that you wouldn't have been able that would have been harder to burn through. Like burning through fucking ammo and shit and healing meds was like common, and it added pressure, and the atmosphere was done very well. So like there was always that tension that like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna burn through all my fucking stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna run out of like healing or ammo or whatnot and be reduced down to like fucking with a knife, right? And I think the OG RE games did that really well. And then like RE4 was alright. RE5, yeah, inventory space, stuff like that, right? RE5 was RE4 was good. RE5 I don't remember being super impressed by. Then Resident Evil 6 came out, and it was the worst thing imaginable. It was so fucking bad that it put the series on life support. RE6 isn't that bad. RE6 it's not good. It's like a Resident Evil game if you completely removed any fundamental thought that this was going to be scary. That's my opinion on 6. I feel like mechanically 6 is probably very fine. 6 is memed to death by YouTubers. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like 6 like did 6 did box office really well. I just feel like it felt really creatively bankrupt, right? Because 6 was coming out around the time that you had, like, we should play it co-op. I feel like 6 is scarier co-op than single player. Because single player, it felt like I couldn't possibly die. Like, I got downed, like, 5 million times, and my fucking companion was like God. 6, it might be more scary, like, actually co-op. Hard mode exists, though? Dude, I was a kid, okay? You think I played games in hard mode as a kid? I played things on the normal difficulty when I was a kid. It's not until, like, now, but it's also it's action horror. Action horror, like Dead Space 2. Okay, so, like, that brings us into my opinion on the Dead Space games. My opinion on the Dead Space games is that they have been a downward spiral since the first game came out. I feel like Dead Space 1, peak. Very scary game. Dead Space 2, like, you kind of expect the things that are gonna happen in Dead Space 2 to happen in Dead Space 2. They're still, like, kind of scary, but you kind of expect, like, when beat for beat you see what's gonna happen, right? But it's still, like, scary. And then Dead Space 3 is the most played out fucking, like, game. Dead Space... Okay, now, hear me out. Dead Space 3 multiplayer adds a really big fucking, aspect to it that actually makes the game interesting. And that's the, like, nightmare fucking phases, where one of you gets trapped in a fucking, like, psychotic break, and the other player can't really do all that much to help that person who's in a psychotic break. But single player? You know, it's like nothing. Because you're playing, like, okay, and that makes sense, right? That was the intent, right? You're playing, by the time you're in Dead Space 3, you're playing a guy who's been through all this shit already. But in Dead Space 3 multiplayer, you've got that guy with you who hasn't been through all this. So he's reacting to all this as it's happening, because it's new to him. Dead Space 2, you've been through all this shit, right? But you're not necessarily used to it, right? Just because you've survived it once doesn't mean you're gonna survive it again. And in Dead Space, in the OG Dead Space, this is all happening. You're reacting to it, like, beat for beat, right? Shit happens and you've just gotta hope that it's okay. Also, Isaac sees hallucinations, and Dominic, or whoever, gets voice calls from people. Yeah! Dead Space 3 multiplayer is an experience that I have sadly only watched and not done. I played the entirety of Dead Space 3 on my fucking own, which meant that the game wasn't all that fun for me. Play it with me? I would love to. I would love to play Dead Space 3 with you, Azzy. That would be a lot of fun. I would totally be down for that. God. This reminds me of BioShock, because my opinions for BioShock are very similar, except for the fact that BioShock 3, BioShock Infinite, doesn't have, like, fucking, anything. It doesn't have multiplayer at all. That E3 Friday, Saturday? Not really. It would have to be, like super late at night. BioShock Infinite is so bad. It is so bad. Okay, here's the problem. Saturday? Yeah, it would have to be, like, late at night. Like, I don't know, like 1? Which is wild to say, streaming at 1 o'clock in the morning. I guess I do that anyway, so it wouldn't really change much for me, but I don't want to fuck up your schedule. I guess if you want to do, like, Saturday into Sunday, we can figure it out. Yeah, we can figure it out. Okay, my opinions on BioShock, right? BioShock OG, fucking phenomenal, dude. Fucking great game. And then, okay, BioShock 2, I feel like, also, phenomenal game. The thing that it does that works for me, right? The thing that works for me with BioShock 2 is that it, unlike every other, like, cool horror-ish game that you don't see coming, it doesn't play out the like beat for beat that the first game did, right? It's completely different. You don't play the same main character, which is great for BioShock because the main character of the first game might as well not have a name. Who fucking cares? That's an issue that BioShock Infinite fucked up, is that no one cared that you were playing technically the main character of BioShock 1 again, but he was like actually a character, right? No one gave a fuck about that. You're playing a Big Daddy, and that's cool, that's interesting. And it just doesn't play out the same way. It goes its completely own path. Because why wouldn't it? It's a completely different game. And it kind of, but another way that it kind of changes things, right, is it sets you up kind of in the same position that you were in BioShock 1, where you're in the Big Daddy suit. You're in the iconic suit that you got at the end of 1. And you have whole new powers, right? You kind of, I think you get a fucking Atom right away. So we weren't 8 years old when it came out, so we weren't as forgiving for dumb shit. Yeah. BioShock Infinite's biggest issue is that time passes from BioShock 1 to Infinite. That's true. Anj said they would be surprised if we ever saw Dennis Richards ever again. Or Denise Richards ever again. Scavy, this is gonna devastate Anj, so don't tell them. I've never watched Drag Race. Which is fucked up, because my grandmother has, and I haven't. Which is wild to say. It's wild to say that my grandma has watched Drag Race, and I haven't. RuPaul is a human sack of garbage. That's fair. Although, I feel like RuPaul has walked back a lot of the things that would make them shitty, right? Like, I knew that RuPaul was like, aren't they racist? I don't think so. Sex Pest? Maybe. I remember they had like they've said a lot of things that would like make them a bad person, and then like walked back those things like quite a while ago. Like, I know that they made like a big anti-trans statement, and then like completely walked it back, right? They said that they wouldn't have trans people on Drag Race, and then they've had several trans women on Drag Race, right? And trans men on drag Race as well. Res pick up. Oh, you calling me? Shit, fuck. I have fucking streamer mode on. My bad. Hold on. What the fuck? There we go. Hello.
Girl.
Oh, hello. How's it going?
It's going. It's going. I got big mad when that dude fucking started talking out of his ass. Yeah. The only person I know who watches RuPaul Drag Race is my ex-boyfriend.
That's a rough
I went
start.
over. Why is it that whenever I talk about an ex-boyfriend, everyone's like, "Oh boy."
Because like
I know the answer.
I have to assume, you know.
We dated when I was 13, and he was fine.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
He was just like, like emotionally absent and not emotionally available or whatever. Anyway, so the only person I know who watches Drag Race is that person. Okay. And the last time I went over to his house like a month ago, and the entire time, like I went to his house, the entire time I sat on the couch playing Resident Evil Revelations 2 by myself because he was too busy getting drunk and high at the same time.
That feels dangerous.
He drank like 3 bottles of wine in like 6 hours.
He's alive?
Yeah. He's just an alcoholic. And when I went to
I guess your body sort of like processes the ability to like have an inhuman amount of alcohol in you.
Yeah. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so he just sat there watching me and drinking and stuff and whatever as I was playing and asking me if I wanted food, and I'm like, we just ate. He's like, well, I'm ordering more food and another bottle of wine. He DoorDashed a bottle of wine 4 fucking times that night. Also,
4?
he did not know how to vacuum.
What do you mean you didn't know how to vacuum? You just turn it on.
Yeah, so I had to show him how his vacuum works. Because he was... So, alright. You know those vacuums that, like, there's one hose and you either plug it into the wand or the vacuum itself?
Yeah. A normal vacuum.
Yeah. He had it plugged into the wand and didn't know you had to plug it into the vacuum. So he was like, oh, I bought a vacuum and it's broken. And I'm like, it's not. And then I showed him. He's like, wow, you're so smart.
Maybe you're an idiot.
Yeah. And then I went to leave and he's like, that's fine. Drag Race is coming on. And I'm like, isn't that shit like awful? I didn't say that out loud though. And then he messaged me the next day. He's like, sorry if I was weird when we hung out. After you left, I hit up a guy on Grindr and he came over and we had sex. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You do you. Whatever makes you happy.
So I'm assuming that's where the relationship ended?
Oh no, like I said, we dated when I was 13.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you were just hanging out. Okay, got it. That's so like, strange to tell someone.
Dude, yeah.
Why?
It was really funny. Because I was like, I think I should hang out with friends IRL. But the last time I hung out with friends IRL, specifically guys, redacted happened.
Yeah.
So I hung out with somebody I knew wouldn't redacted me. And instead, he just got fucking horribly, horribly drunk.
Is he like... okay, how do I say this nicely? Is he like a trust fund
You don't have
baby?
to be nice. No. So the entire time, he was like, oh yeah, I'll pay for the food. And I'm like, I have money. Do you? You don't have a job right now. He's like, no, but I'll just overcharge my card and ask my dad to pay for it later.
Are you sure he's not a trust fundy?
Yes, because a week after I visited, he messaged me. He's like, yeah, so I'm getting evicted.
But...
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, man.
Man, some people, dude.
Know how to pick boyfriends or what?
Yeah.
I want to remind you, the girl that I dated 3 years ago was the first partner I ever had that had a job for more than 30% of the relationship.
Real.
Yep.
God damn, that's it's fucking wild. Oh man.
Anyway, yeah, I think Drag Race is fucking stupid. But I don't know. Like, drag just makes me uncomfortable on its face. Like, to be fair, I think it's like the overdone makeup. I just don't like the aesthetic.
Perhaps.
I don't like Gyaru style either. Or like
Gyaru.
the extensive Gyaru style.
I feel like Gyaru is like very different from drag.
Well, yeah, but like, all right, look at like a stereotypical Gyaru's like eye makeup.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you mean there, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just like a lot of like eyeshadow, right?
I will send you an image.
You would be
Alright,
shocked to know that I don't
Gyaru has
actually
a
interact
ring.
with Japanese culture all that much, especially its subcultures.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find like the sliding scale. Okay.
Okay.
So Gyaru has a range. So for example, this is Gyaru.
Okay.
And in anime, that is how they would depict Gyaru characters. Usually like bleached hair, wearing obvious makeup, maybe not overextensive.
Mm-hmm.
But Gyaru can get pretty intense.
I've kind of seen this before. I think I've seen something similar.
I don't. So like, I can kind of make a hypothesis on why, but a lot of Gyaru people take see, back in my day we would call it the Snooki idea of like aesthetics, but now everyone just calls it the Trump style of aesthetics, where you just paint your skin orange.
Well, that's not. I feel like it's more accurate to say Snooki because I think it like Trump uses like, I don't think Trump uses fucking spray tan, right? I think he has
does.
like, he does?
You can, so if you ever look at like a image of his neck, you can see the obvious line. That's why people call him orange. But if Gyaru is like,
I just
what?
thought he had jaundice. I'm not gonna lie.
No. If he had xanthosis, he would have like yellow eyes usually, or yellowing of the eyes.
Gotcha.
But the fact that he smells like urine all the time is unrelated to his skin color.
This doesn't look like spray tan though. This looks more like body paint.
I mean,
It's
I guess it depends on the quality of the spray tan, right?
Fair.
So Gyaru is a subculture in Japan.
That much I understand.
So, like, as you probably know or assume or whatever, Japanese people are, like, very subtle with literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, yeah, if you wear, like, noticeable eyeliner, you're kind of gross. If you have anything other than black hair, you're a delinquent type shit, right? Mm-hmm. Also, Japan, like a number of other countries, will say, has this obsession with pale skin.
Yeah.
So, like, characters that are sickly pale are seen as pretty. I guess that's like an Asian thing in and of itself. Like, there's a plot line in Apothecary Diaries about that.
I wouldn't limit it entirely to just Asia. There's kind
Well,
of
so
kind of
in
an aspect of
America,
it
we all
in-
want to like tan and stuff, right?
Well, I was gonna say in like Western culture as well. Like, I feel like there are a number of like European countries where I feel like
Yeah, probably.
that's like
And of
not...
course, the obvious racism.
Yeah, of course.
So a lot of people are like, "Oh, Gyaru is blackface." I won't say
I
that
wouldn't
it's
go that
not,
far.
because I'm gonna be honest. I don't think, as a person who has less melanin than an albino, I have the right to say anything one way or the other. But I'm just gonna assume, since Gyaru is a counterculture, the fact that they like use ugly as shit spray tan is either influenced by American fashion or is like trying to be like counter fashion because of the like obvious like pure white pale skin. Also, let's all be honest, the reason why pale skin is so idolized is that means you are rich enough not to work outside.
That's true, yeah.
Racism is just... it's classism.
It's the
Anyway.
It's the same reason why, like, in ancient Greece, like, being overweight was considered a good trait.
Yeah, because you had enough money.
Yeah, you had enough money
to-
to, like, not have to work and to eat as much food as you'd want.
I think it wasn't until like the
uh,
60s or the 40s that became like a thing. Like, you don't want to be fat. And of course, anybody have guesses why you don't want to be fat? Because they want to sell women something.
There was, of course, also the very public, like, health movements, right?
No, the fat phobia, I guess we'll call it, even though that's like a weird
Oh, I mean that's
thing to call it.
that's absolutely true. But I feel like a lot of those stemmed from, like, what was extensively a very, like, public like movement to make certain countries and people healthier overall. I mean, that's where like adding vitamins to crops and whatnot came from, right? Now, of course, I think there were ripple effects to that caused a lot of what would be fat phobia and whatnot.
So, if memory serves, the reason why we started putting, what's it called? Like, for example, we put stuff in rice to make it more nutritious. The reason why we did that was because, A, rationing during wartime, and B, people were just, like, literally... like malnourished constantly.
So there.
So
is
like, you
a
know how we put
disease.
fluoride in water?
There is a disease that was caused by eating. Through much scientific study, we found that the spread of this disease was because white rice did not have enough nutrients in it, and it was just what the government was giving out to people, because the government had a surplus of that specifically. So when people needed food, the government would give out rice. And
Is this
people
in,
were
the
relying
States,
on
or
rice.
is this-
This is in the States.
Oh,
And people were relying on rice so much that they were developing a... Hold on, let me see if I can find the name of the disease. Disease caused by eating Uh, there's a couple of things, but the main one is a disease called Bacillus cereus.
Is that two words?
Yes. That was, hold on, was this the disease?
Oh, it's a bacteria.
Yes.
It's a bacteria found in soil, apparently. Oh, it's also naturally in some herbs, some spices, pasta, and rice. So apparently, I should look at the actual USDA thing, even though USDA isn't a trustable source anymore. Thanks, RFK. Okay, so it's like anthrax, where it's natural, but it's just typically so little that it doesn't matter. Or cyanide. Cyanide's what I meant.
Okay, here's the one. The disease, in the 1900s, a disease called beriberi. Beriberi was caused by eating too much white rice. It was, since white rice was the main grain, there was a severe lack of vitamin B1 in the U.S. diets. So they started enriching rice and other grains, other common staples, with B1 and other vitamins to prevent the U.S. population from to prevent beriberi from spreading.
Yeah,
further.
It's kind of like how we put fluoride in the water because people's health is, or people's like dental health is so bad, or or you know, vitamin C and stuff.
Yeah.
But then you have these dumb pieces of shit who go, I don't know what this thing that I don't read about is, therefore it must be poison. And then they make TikToks, and those TikToks go viral because we're all dumb pieces of fucking shit around here.
It's, people want to feel like they know something that everyone else doesn't. That they've clued in to a secret about the world that no one's telling you. But the reality is that when it comes to, like, when it comes to these things, when it comes to fluoride in the water, vitamin B in grains and stuff, the government is actually, surprisingly, operating very much in the open here. These companies...
I mean, don't get me wrong. There is a cabal of evil people who are rich, who are controlling our very thoughts, desires, etc. They're just not secret.
They're doing... The scary part is that they're doing it all in the open, and you're falling for it.
Yeah.
None of it is hidden. They're not even really trying anymore. They're doing it plain as day.
Once
and
they realize
you've already
that-
fallen for it.
Epstein could get away with literally whatever, and Trump could get away with literally whatever. We
Mhm.
suddenly stopped giving a fuck about anything.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, absolutely.
God, I hate it here.
Yeah.
We should all go catch scurvy.
I don't want to catch scurvy. I like orange.
You know, it might be faux pas to
Which
say,
is funny because I
but-
can't eat oranges.
but I think at this point, we should add a new section of the Bible that says, God decreed you need to get your fucking vaccines for children, you dumb piece of shit. So
Aw,
that
man.
people will actually do it.
Well, I like actually, if, yeah, It's
I
complete
forget which
separate
vitamin
topic.
it is. Huh?
It's crazy that I was born in the state where like oranges are our fucking thing. Not
Did you almost get
only,
scurvy?
not only do I have pretty bad acid reflux where eating like super acidic foods like oranges are a bad
Did you take your
idea.
HRT, by the way?
Yes. Not only is it a bad idea for me to eat oranges because of that, I'm allergic to oranges.
That's hilarious.
Something in oranges causes my skin to break out into hives.
Well, that would be the histamines in your body. telling
And
yourself to
there-
break out in hives.
The bowl of oranges in the kitchen, which I am about to go to. I won't get an orange, I promise. I've just been called
not?
to go get food. I'll be right back.
Well, that was the last of Rez. Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? While Rez is gone, I'm gonna go blow my nose in one of the shirts in his closet.
I have food
Nobody tell
now.
him.
I didn't get an orange. Be proud of me.
Welcome back, Rez.
It's strange, because, like, okay, so I can eat an orange and it won't fuck up, well, it will fuck up my stomach because of acid reflux, but if I've taken my acid reflux pills, it won't fuck up my stomach. But if I get any of the orange juice on my skin, it'll burn and go numb.
Jesus. I also just realized how bad the boots on my fucking Evernight are. Jesus. I'm gonna send you a fucking picture of these pieces of shit. And then I'm gonna send you a picture of what I replaced them with. Alright, so these are the pieces of shit I had.
Okay. Well, you were gone, Hoyle stole your seals. My fucking seals, dude.
These are the
Those
boots I
are-
replaced it with.
The most alright boots I've ever seen. Those are significantly better.
Yep. Do I have maxed out crit rate?
I got my fucking Silver Wolf.
Dude, I got Silver Wolf. I so regret that. What a bad decision.
Why?
Because I don't want her.
Oh. I mean, she's like
Oh. I need crit rate.
she's like one of the premier Elation characters. She's probably gonna be good for quite a while.
Well, yeah. But I want Evanescia.
Fair.
I
Was
just
that guaranteed or 50-50?
I lost a 50-50 trying to pull for her.
Oh, so it was guaranteed.
Yeah. I got Welt, which is fine because he's good now.
Mm-hmm. He's really
Uh,
good. He's like makes like
a good
Acheron
guess.
worth it.
Almost.
He's I think he's the best in slot side support for Ashvale. If you pulled Ashvale, he makes Ashvale solo DPS like viable.
Yeah, so that's what they're apparently trying to do, is make Ashvale a solo DPS. Well, no. According to the rumors, they're trying to make a boys.
Gonna make what?
They're trying to make a boys team.
Hmm.
So it's going to be Ashvale, Ashvale, Blade, probably Welt, and
I'm guessing whatever the new Adventurian's gonna be, because we were rumored to get a new Adventurian.
Sorry, that was the last one.
It's crazy that we're getting an Adventurian and Robin XP.
Allegedly Robin. We haven't gotten that confirmed yet.
Okay. Circuit's so happy for Blade.
I got to break the news about Adventuring SP to him.
Fuck you.
Bitch. Fuck.
Yeah, fair.
I'm so glad I was able to.
Thank you for the bird up oil. Also, we have supposed art for New Blade, and they really
they released it.
Like, they really just like come on, like put a shirt on, man. Like, goddamn, you ain't gonna be showing that to the world. Why'd you go quiet?
Wait, I'm sorry. I zoned out. I was replying to something. What did you say?
I said, damn, girl, put a shirt on. You ain't gonna be showing that to the world.
Shut the fuck up. Actually, literally go die.
Like, damn. You ain't gonna be... Come on, now.
That's mine, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's all mine. God, I love Blade so much.
What is it with Honkai and pink-haired women?
Who knows? They always have tragic backstories, apparently.
True to the moment. I don't know anything about Evanescence, but to the moment, true.
From what I know about her, her backstory is probably going to be sad.
I can't wait for our next Sparkle Alter Identity, because Sparkle has BPD.
How far in the story are you?
I haven't continued past Epilogue.
Okay. But you do know what Sparksy's whole thing is, right?
It's hard for everyone to not know what Sparksy's whole thing is.
Okay. Tell me your understanding of it.
My understanding is that Sparksy is a sort of my understanding is that Sparksy is not like a mask that Sparkle wears, but rather like a whole separate identity. That's
so
sort of
you're missing a
vying for
lot
control.
of you're missing a lot of like basic context that they introduce in what's it called?
Planox Video.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay.
It is something you're gonna need to find out on your own. But let's just say there might be it might have a unreliable narrator involved somewhere.
That doesn't shock me. I mean, we just learned that technically Silverwolf is an emanator of Aha.
Correct. Well, emanator of elation, but yes.
Yes. Because Aha's whole gimmick is giving people power that could reach the level of an emanator, but it's entirely up to them to get to that ability. and the only one who we know that has done it thus far is Silverwolf.
Yes and no.
Sorry, the only one that I know of thus far is Silverwolf.
So, I haven't, like, played the new patch yet. But, basically...
I do also know that the entire subplot, like, there's a subplot of Plan Arcadia where, AHA, a sort of open invitation to give someone Emanator status if they find a way to completely destroy the destruction.
Oh, yeah.
Because AHA has a raging hate for the destruction.
I would not say that. That is incorrect.
What do you mean?
Have you seen the trailer for 4.0? Or the recap trailer, I should say.
I saw that, yes. The gimmick recap?
The one where...
The Yaoi gimmick recap, yeah.
Yeah.
But in that, it seemed like the Destruction really liked AHA. Like, Nanook really liked AHA. And AHA hated Nanook because Nanook killed Akavili, and they were trying to steal the Destruction's power to bring Akavili back from the dead.
We don't know that Akavili's dead unless that's revealed in, like, 4.1 or 4.2.
Okay. Also, there's rumor that Akavili is the Aeon of Finality, that they fell from Trailblaze into Finality, and that's why
someone recently told me that.
And that's why Elio looks exactly like a former Pathstrider of the Trailblaze, who was super close with Akavili, and also why that said person would have become a Pathstrider of the Finality, that they possibly were there when Akavili fell and just followed them into the next path. Also, it kind of makes sense that Akavili would be Finality, because it would make sense as to why the people who work for Finality view the path of the like the Trailblazers, the people who follow the path of Trailblaze, in such high regard.
So, the Stellaron Hunters don't work for Finality. They're basically trying to orchestrate not Finality.
The idea is that was told to me was that Elio is an emanator for Finality, and he is taking the visions that he gets from Finality of the ending that could happen and trying to avert them.
Yeah, basically.
And the reason for that is because, as a person who knew Akavili in their past life, they know that Akavili wouldn't want that, and so they're trying to like stave off the end.
Personally, I think Trailblazer is Akavili.
I've heard that a lot. It doesn't make sense to me, because we know Akavili died. That's confirmed.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Akavili disappeared.
That's fair. It doesn't make sense to me, because the reason it doesn't make sense to me is, like, the Trailblazer, I guess that would be like a cool reveal, right? But
I will just
kind
tell
of-
you right now,
uh-huh.
characters in Plan Arcadia call you Akavilli.
That's possible, then.
Like, straight up. Like, you go to the Bar of Fools and they're like, Miss Akavilli, nice to see you. Or
Now-
would Miss Akavilli and company do XXX? Now, I have had this theory since I started, because I saw that I got to the point in the story where they start capitalizing they for the pronouns for
Yeah.
all aeons. And I'm
Mhm.
like, you know, Akavilli is like not gendered. We are either gender. Maybe we're Akavilli.
I still think it's more likely that it's because we know that the Elation has a very special relationship with the Trailblaze. Aha.
I mean, Aha is probably just upset. Aha and Akavilli were friends before both of them ascended, I think.
Might have been more than friends? Question mark.
It's Hoyo. Who fucking knows?
Might have been. It's
We can't
highly
even get
implied that they
straight.
might have been more than friends, given
We can't
Aha's
even get
grieving
straight
attire.
We can't even get straight relationships confirmed in this godforsaken
That's fair.
series.
I mean, it's highly hinted that Aha and Akavilli were more than friends. What with Aha being in grieving widow attire?
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, Rez, I'm gonna be real with you. If you
Yeah.
died, I'd be upset by it. I might even wear grieving attire. Are we married?
No, I mean like straight up wearing widow attire, like straight up like the veil,
The
exclusive.
black veil.
Yeah, the black veil. Yeah, that's a pretty like Dead Ringer reference there, right?
Yeah.
The symbolism is all there.
I need to find a way to squeeze 11% crit rate out of my Castris. I put Cyrene on this team. Would that do anything?
Cyrene? Cyrene does a lot. You'll have to look up what Cyrene's exclusive buff for Casteris is. But she has a buff for every character. Well, every Amborious character.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just looking on Fribbles.
Do you have the like perfect team for her?
Yes. The only character I'm missing for Castris is Cyrene. It looks
Cyrene does a lot.
It looks like EMC gives crit rate somehow.
EMC?
Yeah.
Like, well, you said Elation main character?
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm sorry. RMC.
RMC.
Corsifat.
I don't think that they do. I know they give you a buff. Mem support. I guess I'd have to look at what all Mem support does. I thought it just gave you true damage equal to the damage that you were already doing.
Let me find Mem support.
But it might have more buffs tacked onto it. Could be wrong.
Where even is this?
It's a buff. Hold on. It should be under Mem. under the memo sprite itself.
Is it let me help you?
Yeah, I think it's let me help you. It should
Advances the action for every 1 instance of damage. Yeah. So, hold on. Am I just misreading? Let me find Cyrene again. Or maybe it's the light cone.
a... Okay, so you're looking
Yeah,
for...
it totally gotta be... Increase the worst crit rate. When equipped by Trailblazer Remembrance, increases all damage dealt by 16%. All allies damage dealt by 16%.
Okay.
Wait, what the fuck? Why the fuck is is it an Eidolon?
Maybe?
Increases the crit rate of allied targets with mem support by 10%.
Ah, I see.
Literally E1.
Literally E1. Wow. Got hit with the E1 diff, damn.
So if I get Cyrene, I might need to like redo all of my... It's so weird. I put Cyrene in the team. Castris went from being S to S+.
What the fuck?
Or the Castris damage.
That's strange.
It's because my crit rate dropped so low, I assume.
Probably, yeah. You just didn't get lucky with the crits.
So let me look at my Castris.
Right, I'm gonna.
What would I need?
Bounce back.
I need
to
any head.
Steam.
Yeah, go for it.
See you later.
I need any head. Wait, you're leaving?
Oh wait, I mean like, I guess I could
Keep me in the
stay.
call. Yeah.
I'm gonna be reading aloud. Is that
I
alright?
don't give a fuck.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Live your truth, queen.
What is the answer that you're searching for?
We've got an ad break. I have to wait a minute. Oh, I can use that minute to take this plate that I just finished eating from away. Alright, BRB.
All right, nobody tell Rez. I'm gonna take all of the shirts he has in his closet and put them inside out. I think it'll be funny. Oh, holy shit. I really need to re-roll the fucking boots I have for Castris. Jesus. Oh, wait. I did re-roll them.
Alright, I'm back.
What? When did I do that?
Footsteps?
Back when team
Timekeeper? Mr.
Yo,
Netto?
Miss Radio.
Anderson? Is that you?
9.1.
A familiar
Crit
voice
damage.
calls out.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. You
And
have
crit
no
rate
idea
is
how many
8.4.
times these reckless dogs almost flung me off their backs.
Miss Radio.
That we need more time to...
Oh, Miss Radio. Great. We did it.
If I get
We
Cyrene,
made it
is
out
it
of the
even worth
labyrinth.
it for me to get Cyrene for this team? At this point?
Maybe?
I would need a better rope, for sure.
Yeah, you would need a better rope.
So my rope is currently HP percentage, obviously, and then it's got a lot of stats. It's got a lot of, like, rolls into, like, dead stats. Like, it's got 2 into flat attack and 1 into flat HP. If I can get that to have a pretty high crit rate roll,
No,
I think
when
I
Lynn
could.
blur her sight.
Where are we?
Good question.
Also, I got Cass's light cone, and it's so fucking good.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even think of this. Hold on.
Think of what?
There's sharing screen.
Oh, yeah, do that.
I imagine you muted stream or exited it after joining call. Life's meaning emerges at the confluence of cosmic dust and fuck you. At the confluence of cosmic dust and time, when it comes to its silence and sound, its texture and shape, it just flows. It follows the flow without compromise or resistance. Across the firmament, the rhythm has been struck. Her initial excitement dulls into a haze. She stands frozen, unable to look away. She clenches her trembling fingers, tilting her head up to hide tears mixed between joy and fear.
I made it. I found it. It's real. The mother's spirit does slumber far to the south. The legends are true. And I found it.
Good job, Nautica. You found it. Its ancient architecture whispers out forgotten histories. The air hangs so heavy that Nautica's sobs seem to sink straight into the earth.
We should keep moving. I have a feeling that all our questions will be answered once we pass through that gate.
The unsetting sun's cold light bounces between the walls until a colossus frozen in the sky gazes down upon all visitors. Its silence an acknowledgement that they have passed the final trial. Or the first trial, brain. Fully silver. Metaphor in the fresco.
Congratulations, you cleared the stage. Though I hardly thought it'd take you so long. The answer was right in front of you the whole time. Just cover your eyes. Funny, you had to do the very thing the enemy wanted you to. That was your third lesson. Hands serve to control. As for the first and the second, well, you've already seen the digestive and excretory systems. Save us both the time and look over your logs if you're curious. Back to the topic. You almost died in there thanks to the false intel from your eye scouts. Luckily, Brain Command reacted quickly enough to prevent the worst from happening. You better set a second in command to avoid this kind of thing happening again. The ever-beating strategic center, the hub that every drop of blood must pass through. The violently beating when agitated. The most reliable organ, besides the brain. Because it has to be. If only it didn't have a mind of its own. That'll surely lead to destruction, whether it beats fast or slow. It wasn't my intention to talk like a Renaissance artist.
I feel like they're putting all of this into like a personality test for who their players are, because there are separate responses that you don't get to see. You'd have to play the game a whole second time to get all the responses that you could.
But when you reflect on Michelangelo's painting on that grand ceiling, there's no choice but to do so. The key to creating life could be either the hall.
It's so
of
crazy
wisdom
that Michelangelo
or the
made
land of
the
birth.
Sistine Chapel just to prove that he could do it.
So, you should understand art a little better now.
Just another Laplace experiment. So we're back with the boys. All is prepared. We are but a single step from a successful experiment. There was a savior, rarer than radium, commoner than water, crueler than truth. Children kept from the sum, assembled at his tongue to hear the golden note to turn in a groove. Prisoners of wishes, locked eyes. That fucking poem is not in the log. The edge of the world resists change in its own way. Frozen soil, stagnant time, and roaring winds. Yet the battleship's armored prow surges forward. Blast waves, shattering every obstacle. No. Magnus's scream sinks beneath the sea, staining the thick ice crimson.
Raiders out. No solar contact. Targets eliminated. We got them.
Good work, everyone. But let's not start celebrating yet. The ice is getting thicker. We are entering an ice zone. Notify all bridge personnel to reduce speed. Engineer, what's the damage report?
The Magnus hit our portside propeller. We're down to about 20% thrust on the steering, sir.
The sentry bursts through the door.
Visual on an iceberg at 12 o'clock! It's closing in fast!
The captain leans into the high-powered telescope.
Speeding iceberg? Really? What did I tell you about staring at the snow too long? It messes with your vision.
The first mate takes the telescope next. That is a moving iceberg. No, he's right. What
That's
the fuck?
no iceberg. It's a fin. A massive one. Something's under the water.
A Leviathan!
A shiver runs down the captain's spine.
Triglav! All systems engage!
Weapon targeting systems were alive, but the bottom of the battleship takes the first brutal hit.
All units,
No,
report for
wait.
status.
That's a...
Water in main battery magazine! All watertight compartments are under pressure. Captain, we're going down!
Oh, damn. That one battleship down. Flames erupt across the nearby sea as the frigate's fuel tanks ignite in the blast.
For all these years, we have fought side by side with Triglav and the 3 frigates. Not once have these old girls let us down.
The menace must be desperate to stop our landing. Sending a Leviathan after us of all things.
The captain stares out. Colossal creature as it looms closer and closer. Its piercing shriek tears through the air as a prelude to another charge.
Let them try. The Foundation will not be stopped at the Ross Sea.
The captain presses the communicator on his chest.
Triglav to operations. Initiating detonation of the onboard array.
Is he gonna detonate a magical nuke to kill this Leviathan?
Why not?
Badass, I guess. Static hisses briefly before the signal dies over the Arctic. Yet within moments, precise and clear orders are reissued.
Operations to Dida. Steer clear of the ice zone. Fall back to defense line A2.
You made your way here, through the Ross Sea. The front lines must have given you a grim taste of the war. The Manus won't let the Foundation set foot on Antarctica, not without the fight. The ritual is too important. They will stop at nothing to see it happen. So here's my offer. Reciprocity. As a gesture of good faith, allow me to share some intel on their movements with you first. There's a ruin of an ancient city deep in the heart of Antarctica.
Okay.
That is where the ritual will be held.
A ruin? Here?
Against that mountain, yes. But it isn't just any ruin. It's Manus Vindictae's stronghold. Rituals, preparations, high-level meetings. That is where they all happen. In order to secure the continent, they have fortified the coastlines, covering every possible landing point. The Order of Enlightenment is stationed at King Edward VII Peninsula. The Apostles' Brotherhood controls Mary Birdland. And the former Xeno Sentinel unit has deployed its forces.
Do you remember if
King
we got
James
a golden
V.
companion spirit after or in 4.0?
Golden companion spirit?
Yeah.
I think we did. I think we get one or two every patch.
I'm trying to think of what I spent mine on. I know I spent my first one on Ruan May.
No, we didn't get one in 4.0. We got one in like
3.7 or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the one I got Ruan May on.
Okay. I used mine. You're gonna laugh at what I used mine on. Go ahead.
Was it Welt?
It wasn't Welt. I already had E1 Welt at that point.
I have no idea what would be funny then.
I used it on Luocha.
No, that's completely fine.
Luocha was the only person from among that list that I didn't have, so I got Luocha.
I got Luocha on tax account.
Oh, nice.
But that's because I love
On this
Luocha. I
one,
want to kiss Luocha.
I was like 50-50 on Robin or the creature, and I picked the creature.
I got Huohuo, and then I spent money, and during the top of event.
What is Huocha?
So I got.
What is Huohuo's buff exactly?
Which buff?
The buff that she got recently.
Okay, so her passive thing.
Yeah.
Now restore. Oh, here we go. So her talent, it used to be after her skill, or she gains it. So she gains, Oh, okay. So the first change is she gets stacks of her passive after ultimate.
Okay, that's good.
Which is insane because Huohuo does not need to skill ever again.
Yes.
Anyway.
I mean, she's going to need to if she wants to debuff cleanse, but that's probably it.
Well, yeah, but how often do you need that?
That's fair.
And then let me think. Okay, so they also buffed it, so when an ally target uses their ultimate or at the start of their turn, it heals them and the lowest HP ally in the team.
And?
Yes. And then after that, every ally target with low HP receives healing one time.
Okay, so she's like solid heal bot then.
Also, Divine Provision, when it's triggered to heal an ally, dispels a debuff.
Okay, so she literally never needs to hit this. She's incredibly SB efficient then.
Yes, she is just a Q bot. And then her, what is this, first bonus ability? So her like technique, I guess. Mm-hmm. When combat starts, Huohuo gains 30 energy and Divine Provision, lasting for 2 turns. So it used to be that Divine Provision only lasted for 1. Now it lasts for 2, and she gets 30 energy at the start of combat.
So she's like just a really good generic support then. Generic.
And then, the cursed one. So I guess one of her things was just increase the chance to resist crowd control debuffs by 35%. They added when using ultimate, if an ally target's max energy is 160 or higher, increases their attack by 24%.
Oh, okay, so it now does additional things other than just regenerate
yes.
energy.
Additionally, her E1 now also says outgoing healing is increased by 20%.
Okay, so her E1 is real good then. And I
So
know there's got to be
her E1 says the duration of her of her stacks, Divine Provision, is extended by 1 turn. It also says when she possesses it, outgoing healing is increased by 20%, and all allies' speed increases by 12%.
Okay, that's really good.
It's fucking incredible.
That's crazy.
Why I spent money to get E1 Huohuo.
That's fair.
E1 Huohuo is so fucking good. You know what's really fucked up? People were like, I don't think these buffs are enough. I don't think Huohuo heals enough. People said
disagree.
You know how many stacks of Divine Provision she can get, by the way?
How many?
4.
Ooh.
Do you know how much fucking alt generation she gets?
A lot, I'm imagining.
No. She gets full stacks every time she uses her ult.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so she's like fucking rolling in old generation then, right?
Yes. I also got her light cone, which increases her energy regen by 12%. It also increases healing. So her light cone increases energy regen by 12%. When an ally uses their ultimate, this wearer restores HP for the ally currently with the lowest HP by an amount equal to 10% of the healed ally's max HP. And then when the wearer provides healing for an ally, increases the healed ally's attack by 2.4%, which can stack up to 5 times.
And people were saying that she was not.
People were saying that her yes, people were saying that she did not heal enough. People were saying that Huohuo's buffs were really mediocre, and she still could not compete with the likes of Hyacine and DHPT in terms of damage, like sustainability. People said that. People actually said that. Now, normally I would be like, I don't know, maybe there's content that I don't know that I might not be thinking of that has too much damage. No, I pulled her. I literally did not have her, like, I don't have all of her skills yet. She's not maxed out by any means. I pulled her into the, like, super endgame mode. And she literally, no one died, ever. Also, I'm pretty sure her E2, yeah, if Huohuo possesses Divine Provision when an ally is struck by a killing blow, the ally will not be knocked down.
Nice.
So if you get her E2, she's also got Bailu shit.
That's pretty fucking baller.
The literal only thing she doesn't
The
have
terrain
is like
already
max
a natural
HP
fortress,
increase.
But that wasn't enough for
I
them.
guess.
They have deployed a number
Like,
of
Unless
new
maybe
modified
that's somewhere in
beasts.
her kit.
Several Magnus.
I guess
and a
there are some fights where
Leviathan,
you would need
if my
that,
intel is correct.
like a shielder or something. But I don't fucking know what those fights
Well,
would be.
you would want it for certain teams, like HP scaling teams.
Yeah, but those teams already have someone to do that, right?
Yeah, they have Bailu if you're 4, and they have Hyacinth.
Yeah, so like, why make her fit a niche that she doesn't need? She's the energy recharge healer.
Well, yeah. So yeah, that's what she does now. She is now de facto.
She is now the de facto healer for teams that want
She's
energy.
de facto healer for all Elation teams.
Probably like Herda, and
she would probably be the
Saber?
de facto. Yes, Saber, #1 healer now. I think also.
She was already, like, it was already between her and like Dan Hung when it came to Saber.
Yes. However, I would say Dan Hung is still best in slot for Saber, purely because if you're running Sunday with Saber, and if you're running Sunday to get the most out of Sunday, you want to run DHPT to give her a summon.
Yeah. But I guess you're not running Sunday in Elation because Elation wants as many Elation units as possible.
Yes.
So you're probably running like 3 Elation and then Hua Hua.
Until we get an Elation healer. But every Elation character, with the exception of Superwolf, wants alt generation. Because for Sparksy, so EMC wants to spam alt as much as possible at all times because alt is a buff for your Elation main DPS. And then what's her name? Evan wants it because she has, I think, the largest alt bar in the game. Superwolf wants it because she wants everyone else to ult, so she can get enough stacks to go into
fucking
Super
Wolf 4.
Yeah. And Sparksy, I don't know, whatever.
They're gonna, if they make an Elation healer, they're gonna have to make the Elation healer like generate ult stuff to make them worth using over.
I hope they don't make an Elation healer.
It would kind of feel unnecessary.
Yeah, so it feels unnecessary as a base, but also like,
I guess in all fairness, it did kind of feel unnecessary for them to make a Remembrance healer.
Yeah, as fucking amazing as she is.
Like, she didn't need to be
think,
a Remembrance character.
I think people got pissed that she was a Remembrance character because they felt like mono Remembrance was all that we got in 3.x. And people are already pissed that they're like, oh, every fucking version, we're just going to get a new fucking path, and that's all they're going to release. And it's like, well,
they didn't only release Remembrance characters in Amphorius. Because, like, what? Binon came out, fucking...
So they released a Destruction, a Harmony, an Erudition.
Yes. They released, like, 4 Remembrance. They released, let's see.
Aglaya, Cyrene, RMC, Evernight,
and Hyacinth.
And Casterus.
Yeah. We got two
Harmony characters.
2 Harmony characters, 2 Nihility characters.
Who was the second Nihility character?
Cypher?
I forgot, yeah. So 2 Harmony, 2 Nihility.
2 Destruction, I believe. Yeah, 2
Who was
Destruction.
the first Destruction?
My Day.
My Day's Destruction.
My Day's Destruction. What did you think My Day was?
No, you're right. He has destruction. But people were just mad because...
People were mad because they don't like Remembrance.
Well, they don't like Remembrance because Remembrance was just so fucking good.
Yeah.
And I think the big thing is that Remembrance power crept, like... Remembrance power crept so much. Like, my favorite... If I had a HSR waifu, like a character that I just adore the aesthetics of more than anyone else, it would be the Herda. And she's not worth building. She's not worth pulling. She's not worth investing in. She is a waste of time right now. You are genuinely better tasked putting your time into building a team for a Naxxas solo than you are anything with the Herda.
Now, funnily enough, that wasn't true before, I think, like, exactly Cyrene came out.
Incorrect.
No,
Saridra.
Saridra? I forgot about Saridra.
Saridra is the one that fixed him. Also, Huohuo appears to be tier 0.5 in everything.
Mm-hmm. But I still think Herda was... I still think building him with Herda was better after Saridra came out. Because it looks like most of the... It looks like most of the solo Anaxa builds have Cyrene in them as well.
Yeah. Cyrene kind of cemented it. With Cyrene and Saridra, he can basically skill 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope that Rin Tosaka is like an erudition that will actually support Herda.
Oh, are we getting a second run of...
Yeah, so I don't know if a second run has been confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
But there's tons of rumors, and all of the rumors have coalesced into Blade is a what's it called? He's a support debuff DPS, so he's not like pure DPS, and also Gilgamesh and Rin Tosaka.
I think Gilgamesh and I guess I've heard people talk about Gilgamesh coming out.
Yeah.
Would
so
they even
apparently
Gilgamesh would be like, I hate to say this, Gilgamesh might be erudition, given what he does in the shows.
I could see that, but I kind of also feel like he would be Hunt.
I don't know.
But maybe that's
Hunt
literally the Archer iconography.
Hunt isn't single target anymore, right?
Hunt is like single target / follow-up.
Single target / follow-up. That doesn't make too much sense for Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh's whole bit is that he fights with tons
of fucking weapons.
Yeah, just tons of fucking weapons. He would either, in my opinion, be like destruction, which doesn't make sense for him or wise, because that's not what he wants, or erudition. I mean, he was hailed
because of AoE attack.
Yeah, because of AoE attacks, and also, I mean, like, he was hailed as the wisest of kings during his time. And
well,
we have several.
Genuinely, I think you are putting too much stock into what path would they be lore-wise. Because are you telling me that Saber wants destruction?
No, I suppose not.
Yeah,
I imagine he would either be destruction or erudition. One of the two. Especially now that erudition characters are allowed to do real damage.
Mm-hmm. What would Rin be, though?
Rin? Well, Rin's a master. It depends on what Rin we're getting. If we're getting Fate Stay Night Rin...
Yeah, so...
Probably Harmony.
The last one?
Mm-hmm.
It's super fucking bizarre. So the first HSR collaboration we got, do you remember which Fate it was for? I know, it's really
No.
hard to remember
it-
given that we got Archer and Saber.
I'm
but
assuming it was Stay Night,
it was Unlimited Blade Works.
which is Stay Night, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, I understand
Yes,
what
it
you mean.
is.
Yes, it is Stay Night.
Mhm.
But it's specifically Unlimited Blade
It is the
Works,
Unlimited Blade Works route,
which is
of
weird
Stay Night.
because Saber doesn't do shit in UBW. She gets kidnapped. That's it.
She does shit near the end and near the start.
My friend's super mad because they really like Heaven's Feel Rin because she gets like a sword or something.
The Jeweled Sword of Zelrech. Well, she gets that in every route. She just doesn't like. She only uses it in the movie and she doesn't even really use the Jewel Sword in Heaven's Feel all that much. She just has it.
See, I'll never care about Heaven's Feel because despite it featuring my favorite character in Fate Stay Night.
Which is your favorite character?
Who is featured in Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel?
That would be Mato Sakura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her because of her personality that you see in Fate Extra and Unlimited Blade Works. If you talk to me about fucking CSA bugs, I will fucking attack you.
In Fate Extra? You like her personality in Fate Extra?
She's just a cute girl runs the nurse office.
Yeah, that's all she is in Extra. I feel like
you know what she's not
like
in
a
Fate
fucking-
Extra?
That's fair. Shinji's
Getting
actually like cool
bugged.
in Extra. He's like actually like a pretty decent guy in Extra.
Who?
Shinji. Her brother.
Yeah, I don't remember him being a decent guy. I thought he just like jobbed.
What do you mean? What does jobbed mean?
He just ate shit.
So at the beginning of Unlimited Blade, at the beginning of Extra, he, because the beginning of Extra is a massive Grail war that is essentially going to kill everyone on the planet, he kills the main character, to prevent them from having to go through the infinite slaughter that is about to happen.
And then you wake up in a body or a pile of corpses. Why do you wake up in a pile of corpses?
The system moved you there.
Okay. God, okay. So like Fate Extra is my first exposure to Fate.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I saw a Let's Play of it in 2011.
My favorite character is in CCC.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I've told you who they are before.
I just can't remember their name.
Do you know what they look like?
They're like a little boy, right?
Hans Christian Andersen, the
Yes,
author
that's the one.
of The Little Mermaid and The Little Matchstick Girl.
Yes.
He is afflicted with a very funny curse.
Mm-hmm. He's also really powerful or something.
No, he's awful.
Oh, I mean in lore.
No, in lore he's in lore he's one of the worst servants.
Oh, really?
His whole benefit is that he can turn you into a servant. So that he doesn't have to do anything.
No, that seems pretty powerful.
It's pretty funny, ain't it?
Yeah.
Corpses are good for lumbar support.
This is true. Okay, so it feels like a fever dream, right?
Which
you
one?
know what I'm going to ask about, right?
Go ahead.
What the fuck was that Fate Extra anime?
Not anymore. The Triglav just blew it up and sank with it in the
hello,
explosion.
Alice. Nice to see you.
She was one of the Foundation's best battleships.
Alice, too.
As someone in...
Oh, in game.
No, in yeah.
Oh.
I feel like it was, from what I understand, Encore was an anime made without any input from Nasu.
So like I barely remember the anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
All I remember is like one or two hype moments and a metric
count on support from the
ton
Foundation forces.
of
They are already
edge.
spread thin, just holding the front line.
It's,
you need a plan to complete
from
your
what I
mission without their
understand,
help.
Encore is a story that was written by someone, I think, who liked Extra, who everyone thought was gonna do something good with it.
So
but
people
didn't
don't
really-
like it?
People don't like it. People don't like Encore.
Okay.
And if you
I
are
feel
as smart
Fate
as you
fans
hope you
just
are,
hate
you will see
Fate
that
anime
this map is your
because
best shot
don't
at reaching
Fate
the
fans
city
hate
without getting caught in their
Apocrypha as well?
territory.
I assume that's because they condensed literally like 90% of the story.
So
but...
Apocrypha is like a... It is like 100-chapter light novel that got 2 seasons and like 24 episodes total or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They cut 70% of the anime.
Okay.
People don't like Apocrypha because Apocrypha is exactly like 30% of what it was supposed to be. It is
Gotcha.
truly hype moments in Aura. That is all it is.
I really wish. Can we just get
convenient, boss.
dinner planning with the Emiya family or whatever, but also have Mordred show up?
That'd be pretty chill.
Mordred is like my favorite fucking character, probably.
They are very silly.
Followed by Nero. I like Nero. She's adorable.
She is
Umu.
very funny.
Why the fuck is her dress see-through, man?
Oh, that's on purpose.
I know. Why?
Because Nero is a self-described pervert.
I know. Why?
Because, and quote from Nero, I am so beautiful. Why would I not share all of me with all of the world? The world deserves to see its emperor in all her glory.
I get it. It's just weird to me.
And
Also, when the fuck is literally the
historically,
second...
Nero was a weirdo. And probably would agree with that statement.
When are we getting the Fate Extra remake? Isn't that due out soon?
Soon? Fate, like, there's a lot. Actually, I think okay. I think the remake happened, but I think it was Japan exclusive.
No, I'm pretty sure it's coming out.
I think it already happened.
I don't think so.
Hold on, let me check.
It was announced in 2020. It was delayed.
That's probably it.
The publisher changed.
At an undetermined date in spring of 2026.
No.
So... Oh, in spring of 2026.
It was supposed to be. It is now to be determined.
After splitting with Bandai Namco. Okay.
Yeah.
Fate Extra record.
God, could you imagine fucking Bamco
It's
putting
crazy
in gacha
that
into
we
Fate Extra?
didn't get. We missed one game in the Extra franchise, and it is the most peak of them. CCC was like
it's
a
fully
really
translated
good,
now.
apparently. It is fully translated, which is good. But it's wild that we missed the one that I feel like people liked the most.
Yeah, and instead we got the
Extella.
sequel to that one, which is fucking dog shit.
And
then
it
the
entirely
sequel
requires you
reboot
to
remake
have
thing.
seen fucking... Or to play
Dude.
CCC to understand.
I feel like I'm like, I don't know, like whenever I play a Musou game, I'm like, I must be playing this wrong.
Fair enough.
Because every single time I'm like,
I just hit X, X, X,
But
Y,
know that
and
the
that's
Admiral
it. There's
has
like
ordered the
nothing.
coastline be sealed. I can't let it
It's
pass,
literally
at
like
least not
watching
without the
fucking.
deal.
It's literally like Xenoverse, but less
The problem
gameplay.
is, right? The problem is that all of these Dynasty Wars-esque games will not have the mechanic that people like the most from Dynasty Wars, which is the fact that you can romance your enemies in Dynasty War.
Oh wait, Dynasty Warriors is a dating sim.
I believe so. There's like a fucking...
That makes a lot of sense.
You can like date Lu Bu in that game as a guy.
That's okay. That makes sense. No wonder I've heard so many like.
I think that's what people miss is that.
Yeah.
Like half of Dynasty Warriors is like a dating sim or something like that.
But that's really funny because can't you like romance your servant in Fate fucking Extra Stella or whatever?
No, that's the entire point of Extella. That is the core plot, is that you are dating your servant. You're
So,
like
like-
married to them.
Yeah, I remember playing like the start and being like, okay, so it's
Whatever your
just
purpose is,
Persona
you
4
won't
again is
make
what
it
I'm
further
hearing.
without some assistance.
So Persona 4 is I guess Persona in general. Persona's problem is that it is trying to be a RPG and a dating sim at the same time.
Seriously?
And is just mediocre in both aspects.
I think it's fine. It's trying to be a... It's taking a very odd way to
So like I
didn't game about...
I didn't have...
I think the problem that I have with it is that a lot of its social commentary falls a little flat.
Yeah, that's also true.
Like, I feel like in aspects of being the dating game aspects, right? The relationship sim stuff is like fine. I like it in the storytelling aspect. The gameplay I think is good, mainly because I just like the system that they have.
Talking about Persona?
Yeah. I think that the problem I have is that they have a lot of social commentary that feels like it just kind of isn't well thought out.
So, you really need to... It feels like they want to have social commentary, they just can't stick to their guns.
I'm meeting with the timekeeper at the site of the ritual.
So, like, for example, Persona 4 is like... I'm sure it's trying to say something. I'm sure it has themes somewhere. But... like, everything interesting or cool or, like, remotely likable about that game is stuff that you hear about. So it's like, oh, yeah, did you know that the best friend who's, like, a homophobic dirtbag, did you know that he was dateable? It's like, yeah, that's cool. But then they took it out.
It's funny, because despite them taking it out, it's like the core of the anime for some reason.
Oh, really?
Like, the original anime has like over an hour of content spread out through it of the main character and the best friend being very
homoerotic.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember about the anime was they kind of did an interestingly / cool thing with they gave they gave the main character Soji Seda or whatever his name is in the anime. They gave him a shadow, and I thought that was cool.
To keep us locked up, don't you think?
But like, I don't know. I think that the fact that every single main social link is resolved with, well, I was
We really
stressing
are
out
here because
about
of a song.
X, but
The
then I
record is the
learned
key
to
to
just not
everything.
give a fuck. Problem solved. Like, it just kind of like ruins it. Like Persona 3 feels like a complete game because it has themes. It has like every. So, all right, the thing that I think ruined Persona is Persona 3 being popular because the dating sim aspect makes sense for that game because you're literally a teen who wants to Minecraft themselves, and you go from having no reason to live to suddenly having a reason to die.
Years. It took pictures and transmitted
like
them
the
back
bell
to
curve
Earth.
of
It
that.
works really
And, like,
well. It's very
the plot
I
is
think
the fact that you like make friends and shit is integral to
Then,
the
in
plot.
2007,
And then Persona 4 was like,
satellite
well,
crashed near
they liked
Aldeburgh,
dating
destroying everything.
dumb
but this record in the
characters,
process.
so we'll just add that.
I feel like
Also,
P5
we're going to
tried.
take out all of the fucking character development from the main plot and put it in this stupid side social link system.
Which feels weird,
And so,
because it means you might not see some of the developments, the character developments. Of
yeah. And you know where that really shines forth being unfortunate?
Where?
That would have been
In
1966.
all
right after the
sequel
Sixth War.
media, like Persona 4 Arena,
Oh,
Persona
yeah.
4 Golden
Precisely.
and stuff,
A rock music enthusiast
they
from
don't
that
have
era
their
found
ultimate
the record
personas.
and later brought it to Laplace.
Yeah.
So it's
Now a
canon
member of the
that
Timekeeper Squad.
nobody that you didn't go through their social links. That's canon.
The last image transmitted from the satellite was timestamped
I feel like,
April 16th, 2007.
It's very interesting because you also don't have your upgraded Persona. I think
Well, because he doesn't get a story upgraded Persona. Like if Minato was in that game, he would not have Messiah or Orpheus Talos.
he'd have fucking what's his face?
He'd just have Orpheus.
Mhm. I mean, I feel like reasonably he'd probably have that one fucking Persona that was also him. Was it
What, Thanatos?
Thanatos?
Even after the
I could see
storm
that.
sent
Actually, I guess that's
everything
not
back,
reasonable
the
because
satellite's timeline kept moving.
The reason why he-
Elizabeth
the reason-
had Thanatos.
Well, Elizabeth has multiple personas. Same with Marie. But the reason why he has Thanatos in the beginning is because he just wants to fucking die.
Are you
And
saying that the
then
satellite
he
crossed
gets
the storm?
Messiah when he
How?
Now that's not
doesn't
why
want to.
he has Thanatos. In the...
I mean, it's never like explained why he has it.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't played Persona 3 since I was a high school student. You're gonna
So-
have to remind me.
The reason that he had Thanatos at the beginning there.
Oh, that's right. He was implanted with it 10 years
I-
ago or some dumb shit.
No. He had it. He had Thanatos because the like embodiment of death was following and
Possessing
watching
him. Yeah, like I said, he was implanted with shit 10 years
We
ago.
believe it's because of this record.
Something like that.
So 10 years ago, his parents died in a car crash. He was
I know
there.
this.
And that's when, yeah.
It's the
I
only
forgot about that,
material
I'll be
has
real
been
with you.
proven to be immune to the
Um,
storm.
Anyway,
In our previous
the reason why
experiments, it reduced the
Soji
severity
Seda
of the
doesn't
storm
have
syndrome afflicting one of our
whatever,
researchers
it's
and
like
slowed its progression on me.
Izanagi Okami. The
what?
reason why he doesn't
those
have
results
that
were
is
from
because he didn't do
small-scale
any social
isolated
links.
tests.
It's
We've
canon
never
that he
tried
didn't
it
do
in a
any
real
social
storm.
links. In fact, Persona 4 Arena argues that instead of doing social links and hanging out with friends, he just creepily lusted after Naoto. Not Naoto. Nanako.
Since
I don't
replicas
really
of the
follow
record
the side
haven't
media.
demonstrated the same immunity
So,
as the original,
Persona
we've
4
developed
Arena
an
is,
upgraded
haha,
amplifier
what
system
if we
for it.
went back to
I
the
know. I've
fucking-
played Arena.
Yeah.
I haven't
So
played
his-
the other one.
He has a shadow in that game,
Now,
and his
when
shadow
played on our
is,
upgraded
hi,
player,
I'm a pedo.
This record can create
Yeah.
a
Like
immunity
his
zone
his
with a
ta-
2.5
his like
mile
title
radius.
is Sister Complex Kingpin of Steel. And as we all know, shadows are
But the
yourself,
immunity isn't
right?
permanent.
Which just
We found that
means
the element Regulus
canon to
in the
Persona
record is
4,
consumed every
he's a
minute it
gross
plays.
pedophile.
At best, we're looking at 12 minutes of protection with
And
this
then
original
Persona
copy.
5's problem is
I
that
don't really
they just
follow. I don't
If Manus
I don't really
Vindictae
follow the
succeeds in
side
triggering
media.
another
I
storm
don't
with their ritual.
I feel like a lot of it just
it's
isn't
because none of it
canon.
line of
matters.
defense.
No, that's
That's
the
why I
thing.
brought it here.
It's all canon. So Persona Q is quite literally a thing that
And
happens.
that's why I need
But
to
at
get
the
it to
end of Persona
timekeeper.
Q, they
Should
just
the
all
worst
forget.
happen, at least we can minimize the damage.
And Persona 4
And I'll be able
Arena,
to see how it works
thus
during
far
an actual
anyway,
storm.
is
An invaluable
also
boon
canon.
to our research.
There's no because we haven't seen any of the characters
Laplace
from
has made
Persona
remarkable
4
progress
anywhere
since
else
Equilibrium Umbrella.
in a way that would deny that.
I have to say, I'm impressed.
Also, to my knowledge, the shadows in Persona 4 Arena aren't normal shadows. They're like literally not you in Arena.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't fucking remember.
I'm pretty sure the shadows in Arena were like made up versions of you, specifically made to piss you off.
That might be true. I don't know.
Because one of them was that Chie was a cannibal. Which is absolutely not true. I remember this plotline.
Was it?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Persona 4 Arena or Persona 4 Arena Ultimax?
Arena.
So vanilla?
Yes.
I don't know. I think I gave up before
One of
I got
them
that far.
was. Yeah, I think they were all just not true, if I remember correctly.
What was her title anyway?
Now so hold on.
No, Chie.
Yay,
Is it gonna be like in her AKA? The carnivore who discarded womanhood. So they don't say that she's a cannibal, they just say that she really likes meat. That's her thing?
She talks about in a scene eating someone.
Let me see if I can find it.
I think it was in Yosuke's route. She threatens to eat him. Like the shadows are just meant to cause provocation. And they're not really shadows, they're just like two people talking to each other, not being able to hear each other.
Okay, Persona 4 Arena. In her story mode, she's planning on becoming a police officer.
So, there it is. All my cards on the table. What have you got for us?
Wakes up. She fights with Yosuke. Da. Okay, so she fights and then realizes that she shouldn't be able to use her persona against shadows because personas and shadows are the same thing.
I think this was in Yosuke's
The
route
actual
that she
location
threatens
of
to
the
eat
ritual is in the sanctuary hidden in the heart of that mountain.
But again, it wasn't
behind
like
the
she
city limits.
actually did that. It was that's what Yosuke heard, because that's what the like dungeon or whatever that they were in was making them hear. The whole Nanako
but that's
stuff.
different.
The whole Nanako stuff is also that.
Isn't his shadow also saying that?
No, I don't believe so. I don't believe he encounters his shadow in...
It's been like 15 years. I played it on release.
I don't believe that he encounters his
City,
shadow
now
in
a
Arena.
sanctuary.
I believe the only person
Maybe I'm
who
getting
encounters
confused.
2 people encounter their shadows in Arena, if I remember correctly. I believe it was Aegis. I think it's more than 2 people. I think it's only the people from P3 who encounter their shadows.
Yeah, because they've never had shadows before.
Mm-hmm.
They had to deal with their trauma on their own.
Because you do encounter a shadow at the end of P4 for the main character.
You don't?
I am telling the truth.
Do you?
There is a tunnel.
I'm sure you do. That's how you unlock
only the chosen
Izanagi 2, right?
No, you have to get all of the fucking social links maxed out to get that.
You can bet that the tunnel.
I think that's where you encounter the shadow. If you
encounter a shadow at the very beginning of the game.
Mm.
And you might be misremembering because
2.5 miles of immunity.
Culprit, we'll call him, also has Izanagi.
That's right.
That's
I'll
right.
need to know
And
the
you
size
can
of the
get that
city and
Izanagi
the length
as
of the
well,
tunnel to
Golden.
figure out the best place for the
You
record.
can in the DLC for 5. I don't know if you can get it in 4. But I didn't play Persona 4 Golden because Persona 4 Golden is the biggest waste of time I have ever endured. Like, I liked Persona 4 at the time. Persona 4 Golden does, aside from being able to select your skills, does nothing but ruin that game even more.
The elevation of the volcano is 11,616 feet. That's just under 2.2 miles.
I think P3 was good. I feel like P4 didn't really understand some of the things that made P3's story so gripping. I feel like P5 kind of understood and was kind of trying to replicate what made P3 good.
P5 has the worst offense of what you think it is, where it's trying to have social commentary.
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of feels
simultaneously doesn't know what it wants to say, and the things that it does try to say, it immediately recounts.
Boss, it's not exactly easy to tell what you're thinking, you know. Surely you're not taking her seriously, are you?
Like, it's supposed to be this whole thing about like being unique and being yourself, and then they find out at the end of the game that that's what causes not Nyx to appear.
Not Nyx? You mean Erebus?
Well, I don't fucking give a shit what it is. It's not like, so all right. So Izanami is not Nyx.
Yes.
Whoever the fuck this is not Nyx. Because these games are just carbon copies of Persona 3 because they don't want to actually make anything.
So the reality of so Nyx, okay. So worth mentioning. Nyx is a god. Nyx is like an actual being from beyond the pale. Izanami and I believe the World Chalice in or the Holy Grail, whatever it was. They aren't what Nyx was. Nyx was an actual god.
So
Izanami, and the reason that we could beat Izanami and the reason that we could beat whatchamacallit, fucking
the Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail was because they were like humans' cognition of what a god would be.
Well,
Nyx was a god. Nyx was just straight up like an otherworldly being bent on destroying the world because they believed, because Erebus, this human will to be destroyed, convinced her to do so.
No, it's not that it convinced her to do so. It's that humanity was so depressed and was just tired of living that they were, whether subconsciously or not, they were begging to die.
Yeah.
So Nyx appeared and said,
let me make one thing clear.
if this is what
This is just
everyone
my
wants,
advice. Whether you take it or
I
not is up to
will
you.
oblige.
And Erebus was the fucking like it was like the solidified form of all the world's sufferings.
If just
That's why like
go up the
Margaret,
mountain,
or
you
not
will
Margaret,
keep
a
yourselves
fucking
out of the enemy's sides, but it will be highly dangerous.
girl
There
from
will
girl
be no
from 3.
Oh, okay.
Elizabeth.
I-
Elizabeth goes around killing Erebus every time he respawns in
I
order
didn't
to
play the
hopefully
answer.
completely destroy him. Oh, you didn't play the answer. My bad.
No. The answer sucks gameplay-wise because Aegis
We'll
is
weigh our
impossible to
options
control
before we make
because
a
she's
move.
got a fucking ranged weapon. It's not in Persona 3 Portable,
It
which
is
is
in the
another
remake.
reason why I didn't. Yeah, I. Okay, first of all, I am not
Keep your head
spending
on straight,
$40
Real?
on the worst part of Persona 3.
That's fair.
And also, I dropped Persona 3 Remake because I think I just don't like Persona.
That's probable.
Like,
So,
you know when I really
just
liked
like
Persona?
that, you're
When I was a
letting us
fucking
walk
high
outta
school
here
student who wanted
with the
to
record and the
commit
map.
Minecraft.
You call
When I
us-
was just sitting there wallowing in my own self-despair and depression and thinking about dying 24 hours a
Arcana's
day,
death
7 days a
hasn't
week.
weakened Manus Vindicte.
And that's where
In
when
fact,
I found out
they
about
have
Persona
kept
3E
the
and Persona
Foundation
4,
very busy,
it was perfect for
taking
me then.
different names and causing
But I'm an
chaos
a fucking
around the
adult
world.
now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I don't need? Persona 4 being nothing. Persona 3 being a
Persona-
remake of a game I've played 9 fucking times.
Persona 3
But-
is kind of just depression core.
Also,
They rallied
legitimately,
their
I think
followers,
that Persona 3 remake
journeyed
is
across the globe
worse
and
than
set
the original.
stage for their
Probably.
ritual on this barren land.
Like,
it's probably
and
better
all right under
control-wise,
everybody's noses.
like gameplay-wise, because you could
legitimately,
you can
the
control your
only
characters.
upside it has is
planned every
controllable
step,
party
but
members
you-
and choosable skills.
You just barged
But-
in here with nothing but a record and an idea.
They
If you were my soldiers, I would have
I really
thrown
like
you
the
out
anime
of my camp
cutscenes
by
in Persona
now.
3.
That said,
And instead, they made the most shitty fucking
rather see the storm end
reproduction
than see you fail.
slop with Unity in an engine models. And it just
Thank
looks
you for
fucking
your
terrible compared to the amazing direction of the anime cutscenes in the original. I don't like any of the new music compared to the old music.
The old music
I don't
was-
like
Why
the new
don't
voice
you come
cast
with
as
us?
much.
me.
And also,
Look,
I
you
don't
may
have
be
the
rushing in there
time
like a couple of idiots.
to
But
spend
if this works,
putting
if
in
it really stops whatever scheme the man is brewing,
145
don't you
hours
want to see it for
into an
yourself?
RPG and story
It
that
doesn't
I
matter
already
what I
know
want.
front to
I
back.
have orders.
Fair. You might want to try a different game then.
Oh yeah, no. I bought it and was like, you know, I don't think I need to play this. I literally did the exact same thing that I did when I booted up SMT5 when I bought it on Switch. You know what I did?
You just uninstalled it?
I think I would rather be playing SMT3 Nocturne right now.
Nocturne is a good game.
Have you played Nocturne?
I have to.
Have
You
you
know-
beaten Nocturne?
I have not beaten.
So that circles back to my issue with SMT Persona, the new ones anyway.
Oh, I knew this wouldn't
Um,
exactly be a Sunday stroll.
It is, so I didn't have this opinion until I actually played a dating sim.
Mm-hmm.
Persona is a bad RPG in so much as it is just a bad
We'd
version
literally be carving our own
of
trail through the wilderness.
it's just bad SMT3. It's just boneless SMT3.
Boss,
It's just
at this rate, the world will be
SMT3,
an
but we took
absolute
out the
bedlam by
sauce.
the time we reach the top.
Which part is the sauce in this sim?
press turn depth. Like, all-out attacks are a waste of fucking time. They suck. I hate them.
Fair.
Because it just removes the need for team building literally at all.
Well, that's because the games were a lot less about team.
Huh?
And all the games. I mean, yeah, Persona's a lot less about team building than SMT is.
Well, but that's the problem. It used to be.
Kinda, yeah.
You used to be able to put anyone's persona on anyone in Persona 1 and 2.
Well, yeah, that's because those were SMT games.
Yeah.
That's
but my problem is,
P3,
it's like...
P3 kinda. P3 was originally called Shin Megami Tensei's Persona 3.
Well, yeah. SMT 1, or Persona 1, 2... And it wasn't originally called that. It was called that. SMT 4, or Persona 4 was called SMT Persona 4.
No.
It
Persona
said
4
Shin
was
Megami...
not called Shin
It
Megami
said
Tensei
Shin Megami Tensei on the cover.
Did it?
Yeah.
I thought that ended after 3.
No. Okay,
check the
so,
map
like,
Lieutenant
I thought I
gave
was
me.
gaslighting myself into, like, talking out of my ass. The game
Lieutenant
that removed
Montier.
SMT from the cover is
Grateful
Persona
as
4
I am
Golden.
that she set us free.
Gotcha.
Which I absolutely
So here, I'll
am.
send you... This is the original cover of
I have to
SMT,
say,
or of
this isn't
Persona 4.
exactly the type of freedom
Actually, I think it
imagined.
was FES. I think it was Persona 3 FES.
No, because Persona 3 FES has, like, yeah. So that's Persona 4 original cover. This is Persona 3 FES cover.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, but here I'm looking at... Hold on.
Who's there?
So in Japan, the games Persona 3 did not have Shin... Oh, no, it does. Or at least, it does on FES. It doesn't on original P3. And then Persona 4 Golden took out the SMT. Anyway, so, like, I haven't played it yet, but I plan on playing... Are you familiar with Demi Kids?
Here?
No, I am not.
Alright, so I'm going to tell you what console they released on. I'm going to tell you an additional fact about the games, and you will immediately know everything you need to know.
Penguin, are you? Look at their little faces.
They were released on the Game Boy original. I think they might have been color games. I don't think so. I think it was just original Game Boy. And there is Demi Kids Book of Light and Demi Kids Book of Dark.
Rookie guard, check. Awakened researcher.
They released
fish
at the
tank
same
for a head,
time.
Check.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Mr. Ulrich, allow
One
me
more
to
time, I was in the middle
apologize
of a
for the
cutscene.
shock my jits have given.
Okay, so it's called Demi Kids, released on the original Game Boy. On the exact same day, the game Demi Kids Book of Light and Demi Kids Book of Dark released.
Okay.
Do you get it?
No.
Okay. Digimon World Order. So there's Digimon World Order Dawn, Digimon World Order Dusk. Both DS games, both released at the same time. Do you get it?
Yes.
Yeah. Despite, SMT coming out first. So Demi Kids is supposed to be like babified version of SMT for babies. That's why it's not called Demon Kids. It's called Demi Kids. That's why they're not called demons. They're called creatures. It's Persona for little babis.
Okay.
Not Persona for babis. It's SMT for babis. I assume that game has more fucking gameplay depth than Persona compared to SMT.
played like Devil Survivor.
I love Devil Survivor. Devil Survivor 1 and 2 are probably top 5 SMT games.
Buddy boy in Devil Survivor.
Yeah. Well, Devil Survivor 1 has a bunny boy too. It's just that his bunny ears are his headphones.
In 2, his bunny ears are his hoodie.
Are part of his hoodie, I know. I was in love. I had a crush on him, actually, when I was a kid, when I played that.
That's so real.
Did you know there's an anime?
I did. I haven't watched it, but I know it exists.
We should... I know you don't drink. We should get drunk and watch it. And then after we watch it, we'll watch Fate Encore.
Fate Encore. Maybe that'll make Fate Encore
They're
like
jumpier in a spring cricket at the moment.
more
One of them just lost
lucid.
some dear friends
It feels like
theirs after
nothing
getting back from
happens. I
Florida.
know everything happens.
Brutal,
I know it's
really.
like kind of the plot of the whole game. But it
Yeah.
also feels like nothing. Buddy Fairchild is from Florida. He's a squirrel. It makes sense.
I think that Devil Survivor is what Persona should be. Devil Survivor is every good thing about SMT and the concepts about Persona that are good.
And it's also
featuring
randomly an
teens.
RTS game. Not an RTS. Fucking
It's literally
an SRPG.
SMT cross Fire Emblem.
Yes.
Except the SMT cross Fire Emblem we got is not that
Fucking
game.
awful.
No, actually, it's apparently pretty good.
No, it's not. They lied to you.
I want to buy it.
It's
my only
don't
issue
get
with that
it.
game is
It's
that
not good.
it talks about idol culture.
It's not good.
And idol
I want you to
culture
know
is,
it's not good. The game, people like to say that the game is good. The game is not good. I need you to understand that this game is not actually good.
I mean,
there's this weird
worst case scenario. I play it like I play Persona now,
Mhm.
which is I just hit the triangle button, go get some water.
No,
and
the
then,
game requires thinking, but it requires thinking because
No.
it's...
I'm talking about through the text.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the story's kind of like a nothing-ish. It's
Go ahead,
like,
say it. Say the American thing, Rez.
It's a nothing burger.
Fuck yeah.
It's like bad. It doesn't really make any sense, really. Encore. Wait, no, what's the name of the game? Fucking Mirage Sessions?
Tokyo Mirage
Tokyo
Sessions
Mirage
Sharp
Sessions. The problem with Tokyo Mirage Sessions, at least the first one, I don't know if the remake completely changed it so that the game was good. The story is it's a critique on idol culture, which is like a good enough, I guess.
Okay,
doesn't
but
kind
is
of
it an
critique
actual
well enough.
critique, or does it like do the same thing that they did with Rise and Persona 4, where they like they threaten to critique it, but actually don't give a fuck?
It's like I don't even know if I would call it a critique on idol culture. It's kind of a parody of idol culture at best. Not really
Okay.
critiquing too much. Just kind of like a window into it. The problem is that it makes the Fire Emblem inclusion doesn't kind of like mesh with anything.
It's just the demons, right? It's just the gameplay of SMT and
It's the gameplay of
characters from
SM
Fire Emblem.
Kinda, yeah. It looks cool. The problem with the original was that so it does have the triangle system. But like it felt like playing and watching it that it didn't really actually benefit you to interact with the systems that were there. It kind of felt like you could just spam physical attacks and you'd be fine.
I mean, Persona 4 is like that.
Yeah, but I mean like in this game it was really bad. Like you really didn't need to care about type at all. It felt like you really didn't even need to interact with the weapon triangle that was in the game for some reason. You just kind of needed to send attacks in, and they would probably work. The only thing you needed to pay attention to was like the phases of bosses. The gameplay was not really there. They had mages. There was no reason to use spells. They had the weapon triangle. There was no reason to use anything but sword and maybe lance. Axe occasionally. The best characters in the game were some lady using a spear, the main character using a sword, and the girl who had a bow, because she could hit physical without needing to worry about triangle.
So, the Persona 4 realized that, where Persona 3 did a change where they basically said, we don't want buffs and debuffs to matter. So Persona 3, or SMT3, as you probably know, is like, hey, you need to like always have -4, at least -4 agility on the enemy.
Penguins.
And then maybe attack and defense, depending on the boss and how you level you are and stuff. But then they were like, we don't want that for Persona, so they limited buffs and debuffs to like 3 turns. And then they realized no one was giving a fuck.
We've been waiting here on
but SMT3 also had... So there's 2 reasons why you run physical in SMT3. First of all, Satan is resistant to all.
Yeah.
So the only way you can reasonably do damage is through piercing, which is an upgrade in a Magatama you can get. But the other reason is, you know what's a really good ability in SMT3?
What?
Focus. Because it doubles your fucking damage next turn if it's physical.
Yeah.
And with Pierce and with Focus, you just fuck everything up. You literally have like one. You have like one DPS, a healer / prayer bot, and then maybe another DPS. But mostly you have characters just debuffing and buffing, Dekaja, etc. And then you're just spamming focus attack, and then Frey Krugel or whatever.
We better get your behinds up that mountain quicker than a cat in a hot tin
But then they
roof.
realized there was no reason to, unless you're hitting weaknesses, obviously, there was no reason to use magic in Persona. So they limited your healing, which is annoying as fuck. They just made it cost money, which you need for literally everything anyway, which incentivizes grinding, which ruins the fucking difficulty of those games. But they also added Mind Charge, which is focus but for spells.
But it sure is a storm in July to be a tough climb for y'all big and tall ones.
I'm gonna say in SMT4, it felt like magic was quite good. In fact, it was the best thing that you could be doing.
Yeah, magic is better. That's because of the changes that they made between SMT3 and SMT4. The other thing is, there were 3 types of physical now. Right?
No. Yes.
No.
In SMT4, yeah, there was.
No. I'm talking about Persona 3.
Oh. Kinda?
No, not kinda. You have slash, strike, pierce.
Yeah, but like, if I remember correctly, like, effectively nothing that resists one doesn't resist the rest.
No, that's incorrect. There were enemies that were weak to pierce and like neutral to the other 2. There were enemies that nulled everything except pierce. The reason why most people didn't like fucking think about that is because A, they removed it in every game afterwards, and B, you couldn't control your party members. I have no fucking idea why they made that change, by the way. You could control your party members just fine in Persona 2 and 1. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you took away our ability to like, make a team by removing, like, fucking, like, 3/4
I was
of
thinking
your
about
team.
Persona 4, which I think doesn't do that.
Yeah, Persona 4 is just physical.
E3 does do that, you're right.
But yeah. Physical's still really good in Persona. It's just because they limit your healing on your HP and mana because it costs so damn much, which you need to fucking anyway, you just don't really notice.
I mean, it's arguably one of the better things you could be doing in P5.
Yeah. But I don't know. P5 makes a lot of weird changes. The addition of like nuclear and what are the other ones?
One of them was it was nuclear. There was light and dark became damage types again for Persona.
That was
games.
an SMT4 change.
Yes. I believe that wasn't just an SMT4 change, though.
I can't think of what game.
I believe that SMT3 also had those as actual damages, right?
No, they were just instant kill.
Just instant kill? Okay. Fucking, I think there was like a mental damage type?
I think so. There was like the pink one and then the shiny, flashy blue and white one. And then they added gun back for some reason. Which, by the way, can I tell you, like...
They wanted the character
to have
a gun.
Yeah, basically. Can I tell you, like, a cool thing that you can do in Persona 2?
Sure.
So the whole thing is, like, words have power, right? That's the whole, like, theme of the game. Or at least it's one of them. Because that was back when we could have multiple themes. So it's like words are power or whatever. The way it would work is rumors that would happen on the street would become reality. So what you would do is, instead of knowing a guy who can just get you guns, it's you go spread a rumor that's like, hey, do you know that this guy just like he'll sell you some guns if you know like the secret password. And then you spread the secret password as the thing too. And that's how you like solve a lot of the what's it called? A lot of the like issues in that game is you just have you just like make up rumors, or they're like, oh yeah, the killer for this section of the game needs to says that he's gonna meet us here and stuff like that. It's really cool. Persona 2 is really good. It's a really huge shame that they will never ever do anything with that game specifically ever again.
According to my calculations,
They'd have to make a
I'm
lot
sure
of changes if they wanted to.
Yeah. Persona 1 completely fine. They can do whatever they want with that game. But they will not touch Persona 2.
The problem with Persona 1 is that it's
I'll handle the tech support.
bad.
It's not that it's
it has
bad.
like
It's
systems that are not good. Same thing with like the original SMT. Had a bunch of systems that were just like bad.
Well, it was before they invented press turn.
All right, time to crack some codes.
Well, I'm not even talking about press turn or anything like that. I mean like they had a currency for controlling your devils that went down by moving.
They had a character in blackface.
Yeah.
A perfect algorithm.
So what is your reason why they'll never remake Persona 2?
Sometimes it can work a
It has
miracle.
Hitler in it.
I
don't want to. I don't think they want to deal with that.
Do you want to know why I think they'll never do it?
Why?
Because it has a
Another
dateable
perfect
male
combination
character
of
in
reason
it.
and passion.
Like you as a male can date a male.
That's potentially possible as well. Although we've seen like the window on that is very much closing. The window on like that being an issue for Japanese games, as we saw male characters can date male characters in like Fire Emblem, and that game is incredibly mainstream in Japan.
So it's not that it's like the reason why so it's not because of homophobia. I think it's because of pressure from higher ups. Like
Oh, you think it's
whoever
internal. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. So like for example, I mean, if you make Persona 2 and then
Yeah, I guess-
like 10
I
years
guess,
later,
like-
you have a character who's gay, but then the process of the story is like, no, he's not gay. We're just going to treat him like he's gay. He's going to be attracted to a male presenting
I guess,
person.
in all fairness, right?
But he's not gay. Your dateable party member who's a boy, also not gay.
I guess in all fairness, like, it does feel like over time, whoever writes Persona has kind of been forced to couch their obviously very progressive views into not that. Because it is quite clear that the writer for Persona is quite a progressive person, and they've had to...
Or some of the writers, yeah.
Some of the writers. And they've had to sort of, like, couch that progressiveness and hide it, because Atlas is not the biggest fan of that.
I think whoever used to work at Atlas that was progressive is no longer working there.
That's possible.
So there's a game that people I'm gonna spoil for everyone. This game is canon to the Persona series. Don't at me about this. It's canon. You can meet the protagonist in Persona 3. There is a character in a video game called Catherine.
Yes, I know what game you're talking about.
Who is transgender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They remade that game. They added a new dateable character who is a boy, but had the main character assault them, like punch them, when they found out they were male.
If everything's gone to plan.
And
the
also,
Foundation spy should already be in Antarctica.
I don't know if they changed it when they brought it over,
they haven't
but
made contact
the
with us
good
yet.
ending in
It seems we
Catherine
won't be
Full
getting
Body
any more intel or
involves
ritual from
Vincent
them
traveling
anytime
back
soon.
in time and stopping the transgender character from transitioning.
Don't think that's how it ends in the stateside release of Catherine Full Body.
So before that game released in Japan first, because no one cares about Catherine except for the people at Evo. Shout out to the people at Evo.
It's wild that Evo is that there is an Evo category for both the OG Catherine and Full Body.
For real. I never played it because I didn't like any of the Full Body changes.
Mr.
I didn't like Catherine.
Yeah, it's got the SMT problem, where it's like trying to make you do a moral choice, but the moral choice is like a fucking joke.
I think that's literally the case in
Signal's
Catherine, though.
Yeah, it's like,
I think it is. I think they're literally
shut the fuck up and let you do whatever you want, or do you think they deserve rights? Do you hate women or do you love women?
I think the case of Catherine is that all of these choices are literally meant to be like, they're not prescribing morality onto them, they're just asking you a question, right?
Yeah. Well,
and
it feels
the game
like a
will
survey
progress
dressed up in a weird video game.
I thought it was just like, oh yeah, the game will progress based on what you think in these dream sequences or whatever, right?
Kind of.
Still, we got what we needed.
when
The
that game
ritual will
was
take
coming
place in a
out,
sanctuary,
the original,
hidden in the vocal,
or the new one, I watched the ending cutscene in Japan because I wasn't sure what
That
to make
means
of
we'll
like
need to cross the city to
Kyuren.
get there. Perhaps it's best to report back to
and
the Foundation and
I
wait
think
for
there's a
reinforcements
wedding
before
at the
going
end of the
deeper.
game, and either Erica is a boy in it or it is before Erica transitions. It might be before she
I'm afraid
transitions in
comms
the
are down.
English release. I don't remember.
Could be
But
another trick by Manus
obviously they changed
the
that
unnatural
game to
day-night
be
cycle here.
more anti-LGBTQ.
Timekeeper, maybe we should fall back.
Oh,
Get
whoops.
out of here,
Um,
fix the communicator, and call for support.
That would be the
They
safest
fucking.
choice.
Ugh.
But according to Mr. Ulrich,
I'm
the
sorry.
Foundation's tied up on the front lines.
When it's
I doubt they'd be able to
2016
come to
and
our aid in
Persona
time.
5 releases
Besides,
with the fucking
with every passing
anti-gay
minute, we
people
fall
shit
that
that it
much
does,
further
like,
behind
what the
Dr.
fuck?
Torres. I suggest we stay here and search the area. Perhaps
But that
we'll
game,
find
that game
something
also
pointing
just
in the
is
right
that
direction.
game just sucks. Like, it wants to touch on serious
no
social
immediate signs
issues,
of danger.
like I don't
It should
know,
be safe to look around.
women's fear of being attacked in public, but it never follows through, or like in my
It's very
example,
odd about its fucking thing.
it like talks about how this is a bad thing, and then literally the next arc is, oh yeah, go sexualize
But
this
before we
character
proceed,
who we
should
just
we
saved
escort
from being
Miss
attacked by a
Amundsen back
guy
to the research station?
for another
There's a
creepy
high
old guy.
probability that we'll come into conflict with the Manus now that we're so close. She'd be safer there.
And the thing that will always get me,
back?
Futaba, who is already a contentious character that people are creepy about, has the unbelievably worst social link in the entire franchise. And this is a franchise full of awful
I've
social
not
links.
played Futaba's social link.
I will DM it to you really quick. It is not safe for stream.
Okay, good. I'm probably not going to look into it then.
No. I can't turn back now. I can't.
It's okay, Soneto. Nautica can come with me. We'll just look around the city's perimeter. You have my word.
All right. Please be careful.
Okay. I'm gonna check around the city perimeter. The snow, compacted by wind, time into a thick blanket, forms a welcoming path underfoot. Nautica takes a breath, then leaps as gingerly as a hare. The white ground of the ruin seems to radiate from her impact.
Then I can take some samples, right? Maybe
All right,
even dig a
check your
little.
DMs.
A determined gleam flickers in Nautica's eyes. Oh, you've told me about this already.
Yeah. It's fucking sickening, bro.
Yes, but please keep an eye
Like,
out
I
for
understand that
anything
Japan
suspicious
has
while
like
you
a
work.
fucking hard-on
The
with
Manus might be
forgiving the
closer than
worst
you think.
criminals ever.
Yeah, I'm not talking
Like
about
the entirety of the Yakuza series. Which, by the way, apparently that series sucks now.
yeah, it's a weird series now. In Hawaii?
No. I'm not even talking about that. Like, apparently they made some huge fucking retcon in Yakuza 3 remake. And, like, everyone basically went from, I love this series, to, this series is irredeemable, not worth saving. It's really fucking weird.
That's strange.
Oh, and before you go, let me enhance the warning incantation on you.
Alright. Time to beat the fuck out of Castellana.
Nice. Oh.
I miss Circuit.
Yeah, Circuit's life has been...
They get let out of their cage to stream 1 or 2 times a month, and then they have to go back to the owie hole.
Back to the taking care of mom.
Oh, is that what they do?
That's what they've been doing.
Timekeeper, are you injured?
I'm
I just
fine.
like to
Don't
imagine him being like a clown behind closed doors.
The ground was probably already caved in. Oh, we must have stepped on the thin layer of ice left behind. This happened back home once.
Anyway, what'd you think about... How far into the epilogue of Amphorius are you?
The start.
Okay.
The ground.
That epilogue is still like 5 hours long. I hope you know
Landing on a
that.
soft, semi-fluid surface. I have heard of this. I've heard that it is a very long epilogue and that I will be playing through a lot of it before I get to Planet Arcadia.
Looks like we've fallen into some
Yeah.
underground
Also,
part of
there's
the ruins.
the
No signal
epilogue
here
question
either.
mark
We
about
need to get back to the surface and
the other
find
one.
out
Yeah,
as
it's a
soon as
continuance.
possible.
The
Yeah.
Firefly epilogue.
Yeah.
The
But-
epilogue in air quotes. Actually, from what I understand, just a retcon of the ending of Amphorius.
No, it retcons
not
like
Amphorius,
90% of Amphorius.
Not Amphorius. It wasn't Amphorius. It retconned.
Yeah.
Penacony.
Yes. It doesn't... It retcons like 50% of it, basically. Every second you spend with Firefly, it retcons. It also retcons Sparkle as a character.
What do you mean, retcons Sparkle as a character?
So, like, Sparkle is a character that we don't really interact with. She, like, shows up, and she's like, "Hi, I'm Squirkle. What's up?" And then, she hands out bombs to everybody and tries to blow everything up.
Yeah.
But instead, they provide her, like, more depth.
Already had depth.
I mean, yes, but not to this extent.
Gotcha. Because my understanding with Sparkle in the original Penacony, Sparkle's depth is that she wasn't actually handing out bombs. Everything that she handed out was just something that would be useful to the person that it was given to, but perceived as a bomb. Like, the bomb she hands out at the end of Penacony isn't really a bomb, it's just fireworks?
I think so.
To, sort of congratulate everyone. But it's Sparkle, and she's a little bipolar. So everything has to be made out to seem as though it is going to be a massive explosion or some big bad thing that's going to happen.
She's just like a little soon. She's what people accuse me of. She likes to make everything like dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it basically it gives a lot of context to her actions. It develops her into a character worth building on. Because low-key, she's kind of one note in Penacony.
I've been
Like,
meaning
we
to
don't
ask.
see much of her.
Yeah.
She basically just
Back out
appears near
exactly.
the end and is like, "Hi, I'm ready to fuck some shit." But this actually like gives her some depth, gives her some like actual emotions.
I'll say, my team's
And the reason why
archaeobiologist was the
is
first
so
to
they
notice it.
can sever all of that away from her immediately when we meet her in Planet Arcadia.
It looks like
Interesting.
algae,
Gotcha.
but it's actually
good.
a
It's good.
hybrid
It
of
also,
fungus. And
from what I
think
understand,
some kind of
introduces our
fibrous
first
plant.
playable member of
Luckily
the
for me,
Annihilation Gang
She found that they were edible.
in the Dahlia.
When was the last time you made a resume?
What do you mean?
You know how in a resume you kind of tell like half
This
truths.
is what I ate after I ran
I've
out
never
of
told
liquid
that in a resume
station.
once.
Okay,
I've been
so like you
brutally
kind
honest
of
about everything that
okay, so the way you're supposed to write a fucking resume is you're supposed to like glorify yourself. You're supposed to like stretch things to be a little more like high. So like for example, my first job was an unpaid gig where I sat around with
so
a guy,
much of it here.
watched
Look
movies
at the
with him
pattern.
while he did
It
his
looks like they've grown
what's
all
it
the
called?
way from the foot of the volcano.
Well, he did his the thing where they take your blood out and then put it back in. Dialysis. I sat with him while he did his dialysis and watched movies with him and then helped him if he ever
grows
passed
very
out.
fast
Yeah.
and very violently. I saw one grow
But
by a
I
few
made that
dozen
job
meters
sound a lot
overnight.
more
It's no wonder they can crack open ice and make
prideful
those
than, oh yeah, I
earthquakes
watched fucking American History X with this dude. And then watched House Party
Perhaps
X.
it's a new type of arcane material.
I don't know. I haven't really had to
imagine
lie
there'd be
about
quite
what
a
I
debate over
do.
its classification.
Well, you
Because
don't
my
lie.
jobs
You
are-
just kind of embezzle a little bit.
I've not
Or
really needed
embellish.
to stretch the truth on the stuff I do. Because, like, my first job, right? Security guard. I check people's bags. I make sure people don't leave or enter the stadium with contraband. Make sure that people don't enter specific spots. All that, right? Make sure that people don't enter with any sort of weapon or whatnot. Communicate with guests and with law enforcement and stuff in security, right? Fucking working at a pizza place. That's all. I mean, like, I can easily describe what that entails. Beyond just, like, making a pizza, right? There's also, like, scrubbing down the whole store to make sure it's sanitized.
Well, yeah, but
that's
like
that's
for your
easy.
first job that you ever have, especially nowadays when like AI controls everything,
Alright.
you kind of have to
Let's just
like,
watch where we
you know, make it sound a little more fanciful. That's what the Dahlia does about every single fucking thing ever.
Do you have any
Yeah,
idea
she tried to
where we
convince you. I from what I understand, she tried to convince everyone that she was a member of. That A, she was a member of the Celeron Hunters. B, we do know that she was in fact. That was confirmed that she is in fact a member of the Annihilation Gang. That's true.
So she is a member of the Annihilation Gang. She does not talk about that until someone else brings it up. And
because
also,
no one actually wants to be known as a member of the Annihilation Gang. It's not necessarily. Yes,
I
the
think
followers of
I
Nanook
listened in on
that
your
Nanook thinks
conversation
are
over the
little
comm and
bitches,
filled in a few
and
gaps
he
on my map
refuses to
based
give
on what your
them
colleague said.
emanator status, like any of them.
So she's also part of the Garden of Remembrance, kind of, or used to be.
Let's see. The ritual sanctuary
else?
is
I'm trying to
here,
think. My head
at the
hurts.
far end of the city.
She also says that she
inside
used
the
to be
dormant
a part of the
volcano.
Astral Express. She's a nameless.
Possible.
She's not. That's a complete lie.
I'm gonna guess the embellishment there was that she met or worked with a member of the Astral Express at one point.
Incorrect. She is just lying.
Oh, that's fair.
Like I said, she worked with the Garden of Remembrance. What does the Garden of Remembrance do?
Collect memories.
They do memory shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Madison
entire
Dictate will surely have
patch
that
is
area
you learning about
guarded.
stuff that happened that you don't remember.
Oh,
she fucks everyone's.
Oh, so she fucked up our memories. So the
outside the
ending of
sanctuary
Penacony was just
entrance,
what she
there's
wanted us to
this.
remember.
A kind of
Or,
circular clearing.
it's what
Probably one
Firefly,
of the
I
daily
think,
ritual
wanted us
sites.
to remember.
Mm-hmm.
And
'Cause I
this
think
is where
I heard
we are,
rumor that
at the
Firefly
outskirts of the ruins.
actually died during Penacony.
So, Elio said that Firefly was
Just
supposed to die 3
look
times.
at it.
Mm-hmm.
This ancient
We
city.
saw her die twice.
From here, all the way
Mhm.
up to the foot of the volcano. It's...
But she
it's
does
incredible.
die her second death.
Her third.
Just
Yeah, that's what I
imagine
mean.
all the secrets and answers hidden away within these walls.
But from what I understand, that event or that continuance ends happily,
Um,
or at least it
If you're
can.
going to find
Bittersweet.
out anything about Manus
Bittersweet.
Vindicte's ritual,
Hmm.
the answers will be in this city. Stay close, everyone. Let's head back to the exit of the labyrinth first.
let's just say there's a reason why Firefly doesn't want us to remember.
Yeah.
Vertin! Vertin! Come look at this!
Can't wait until I get Evanescia so I can actually, like, 2-star this, game, this part of the game mode.
Which game mode?
The
Provided I'd
challenge
stone
the king
bed,
one.
A nice stone table and chairs.
I should really challenge the
Someone
harder
used to
endgame
live
modes.
here.
It's fun. It also
Oh,
just
it's
unfortunately
so
feels like
Even for life in
a
Antarctica.
fucking
Do you think this is
a
where those
check.
masked
Like,
snow monsters
do
live?
you have the character that we want you to have?
I can't say for sure.
No?
But the owner wasn't exactly subtle.
Move
about their
along,
interests.
bitch boy.
Small altar sits retorts. Water baths, test tube filled with red and green potions. On white, while dark metallic powders are scattered across the surface.
This is an alchemist's chamber.
I kind of want, if I ever should finish this game and I get caught up with it, not finish air quotes, but like catch up, and I ever catch up with Honkai, I kind of want, I have an account for, what's it called? Hold on.
Shit.
I have an account for Morimin that I've just been kind of popping in every now and then, leveling
For what?
characters and stuff. A game called Morimins. It's Morimins. It's not an amazing game, but it's very similar in its storytelling to this. Very heartbreaking. I think so. The problem with Morimins is that you, in the beginning of it, because it's a Chinese game and they were severely underfunded, the first couple of chapters are translated via ChatGPT.
Oh, ew.
But
they went through and fixed it?
They've been slowly going through and fixing it using fan translators. And I believe all the most recent stuff is translated correctly. I've been interacting with the game more and more, looking through and figuring out what's ChatGPT'd and what's like actually properly translated. And it seems like more and more of the old stuff is properly translated and has like proper descriptions. The stories are correct. The profiles for all the characters are right now. I'm just not sure how much of the story. I think I'm at the point in the story where it's properly translated. I would just be starting like I think a third of the way through the first arc. To be starting at where it is not ChatGPT translated anymore. And like I understand why they use ChatGPT to translate it. They were in desperate need of money and a new audience. Cause they the poor company. They're a small indie company, literally. And they were on the verge of bankruptcy before their final chapter of the first arc, in which they suddenly, with the release of that, got a huge influx of money. Morimins. They're very interesting because I think they're the most interesting of the, I'll call it like Slay the Spire, but a gacha game.
Oh, there was another one that my ex played.
Oh, what one would that be? Is it like Chaos Zero Nightmare?
I think that was the one.
Yeah. Looks really cool. Very Gooner, though.
Isn't that the game where they literally, like, rewrote the story?
They changed a single... so, Yesent, they rewrote a scene in the story.
Was that all?
Yes. It's very... Every time I hear this, I'm like, it's so overblown. They rewrote one
people just
panel.
Freaked out.
It was one panel that people were mad about. And that was all that was changed. It was a panel where one of the male crew members was close to like the female character that they push super heavily in the game, and they called it the NTR game because of that.
That's right. It was just men being fucking weirdo.
It was just men being weird. Like,
yeah, it wasn't the fault of the studio. It was the fault of the fucking
yeah. So they rewrote that
play the
one panel so that they weren't like close to each other. And I don't mean close as in emotionally close. I do mean close as in they were sitting next to each other.
Yeah, fucking dumb as shit.
And it was like, yeah, weird stuff. Game has that game does have a good bit of depth in it when it comes to character building and whatnot. It's very interesting. But it's
I saw this article, or maybe I think it was a YouTube video actually, that was basically like someone dooms. So like, I don't know if you heard this report or not, but they basically someone came out and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, Love in Deep Space is like the #1 gacha in the world or something."
That is true.
Like, it makes the most money.
It does.
And someone was like,
correct.
I shit you not. This is when I was like, sort of starting to try and get into like YouTube shit for gacha games. By the way, YouTube communities for gacha games is the worst
such a
cesspool I've
bad
ever
landscape,
seen.
dude.
It's so bad.
So bad.
It's like unethical AI, fake reporting constantly, just bullshit constantly. It's awful. But there was, I shit you not, there was this dude who was like doomsaying, who was like, this is why women shouldn't be allowed to play video games.
Love in Deep Space, really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's like, it's not that bad, right? It's like fucking, it's not even as bad as Nikke is, I feel. Well, no,
so
it's worse than Nikke. Hold on, they do have like sex
like
in the game.
It was like
a
it was a double-faceted take. So it was like, women shouldn't be allowed to play video games because they're happy with Love in Deep Space and don't want men anymore.
But that's not true.
Why does that
That's so not true. That's okay.
I know.
Okay, hold on. Can I hear the other multifacet as to why this is bad?
Okay, the other thing is, they spend so much money on the game that's what gacha will become.
That's a problem. And that's a problem?
Well, no.
I don't think that's a problem.
So
maybe it's just me. Maybe I.
No.
I've seen that
don't
game
understand.
Like, okay, well, I'm here for this.
So what he is trying to say is, women liking gacha is a bad thing because
the life of Paracelsus.
They spend a lot of money on it, which means they don't feel the need for boyfriends, which means I can't get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
But also,
he was
if they
in ancient alchemy and legend has it
if they realize how popular male characters are, they won't make Gooner waifu slop for me anymore.
So, like, that's wrong on so many levels.
Yeah. So, like even so before gacha games were a fucking apple in
thank you for the hydrate
Karl Marx.
Karl Marx.
Even before even before gacha games were an apple in Karl Marx's eyes, women were already like, carrying the anime industry on their backs. So Fujoshis and shit. There's like I guess it's like a known thing in Japan. It's like, no. Like, that's why there's so much gay baiting in like every series.
Yeah.
It's like,
they know. They know that women will go after it. Yeah.
Yeah, Fujoshis will like
there was an array
go crazy. They will spread it. They will buy merchandise. They will spread it to everyone they know.
And here in Manus Vindictae
they will like just basically keep your series alive, no matter how bad it is.
To bring back the dead.
And this dude's just like, that's bad, actually.
Go to such lengths to bring back.
Because fuck women or whatever.
It's clear.
Men are pathetic. Gacha players are even more pathetic.
But What's Dr. Doris's part in all this?
Oh, I was like, did I just 1-star the boss? Did I just 3-star the boss? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I just 0-cycled the fucking pre-boss section.
That's still unclear.
Here comes the boss and her 2 health bars. And fucking big damage resist. What the fuck?
But if Manus Vindictae needs her to complete their ritual, we're on borrowed time. I'm afraid waiting for reinforcements
people
is no
keep
longer
dooming
an option.
and glooming about
We have to go through the
like
city.
remembrance and
Now,
elation.
Sinetto.
But I think what it is just
Agreed.
they have like
The
one
situation
team a
may be more
year,
urgent than we thought.
and they will
We
push
can't
that
afford to
one
linger
team a
any
year
longer.
because they realized like before remembrance was a
Amundsen,
thing.
There's been a
I
change
guess
of
it was
plan.
like at the
We're entering
start
the
of
city.
like
We'll do everything we can to keep you
Penacony.
safe.
They were like,
But there's no
well, what do
guarantee
we
we'll-
have?
Miss Amundsen?
We have Dot. That's Kafka's team.
You were
We
right,
have
Vivian.
follow-up
Tales are
attacks.
true. The
That's
Mother
Dr.
Spirit is
Ratio's
here,
team.
at the
And
southernmost
we have
edge of the
Super
world.
Break.
This is her
That's
resting place.
I don't even know if who we had that was Super Break back then. Like who was the poster child for Super Break back then?
It's always been Firefly.
Before Firefly, I mean.
Oh, Shui.
Like- Yeah, exactly.
It was
so
Shui.
So Penacony
First
was like the
agents,
break update,
the toll
and they like
bells of
trickled
love.
out support for
Before
follow up
the
in
last, a
um
mournful dirge is
Sunday and
Although Sunday was just to
Adventuring.
prepare
Where
for
will our
like
bones be
remembrance
laid
and
to
remembrance.
rest?
Yeah.
Because he also works
Um,
with the members.
Let us
right?
lie upon
They
your
released
breast.
Fei Shao. And now they're just like making new teams, but they're like
It's
showing
funny-
up as paths.
It's
and
funny
people
how
don't realize
how
that.
nothing Aglaya actually interact. How
Horton,
Aglaya actually
hear this
doesn't
place.
interact with the rest of
Oh,
Remembrance.
this is the place I've been searching
Because she was
for.
specifically made just to work with Sunday.
Huh?
Yeah, but also you need like she needs Cyrene.
There.
Like that character is a waste of time in general, but more so if you don't
Look,
have
here.
Cyrene.
Do you
Beneath the
consider
surface of this
anything that's
rock.
tier 1 a waste of time?
Aglaya is not tier 1.
Aglaya is tier 1.
Okay, so like when I say a waste of time, like Herta is a waste of time right now because like she's starting to become an older character. She's
Feel it.
starting to become
It
worse.
Looks like Chalcedony, right?
No
But it's
support
much
for her
heavier.
is
This rock is
coming out.
totally unique to Antarctica.
Aglaya,
It's never been seen anywhere else. They
other than
call it
Cyrene,
Rock of the
who is
Blank
better
Era.
spent with literally any
This is
other
the
Chrysos
exact
heir
same
in the
rock
entire
Relay
game,
And I studied.
Mm-hmm.
they haven't released support for her at all.
I think they have, but I think they're just like people who are already generically good, right? Like she's good
Yeah.
with Treeby, she's good with Trailblazer Remembrance.
There's nothing that makes her stand out.
Like Hua Hua is pretty good with her as well.
Like, unless you like blonde women with huge boobs, there's no reason to pull Aglaya.
Aglaya's boobs aren't that big.
Yeah, but they're accentuated by her outfit.
That's true.
And have a foot fetish. She doesn't wear shoes, does she? I don't remember. No, she's that woman model. She has to have heels.
3 years ago, we ran.
I really
a
hate
carbon
that, by
dating
the way.
test on the rock samples.
But I
my
feel like a lot
grandfather
of
brought back from Antarctica.
people who come out are kind of like incidentally good with other people, right?
Yeah.
Like, there are obviously ones that are obviously meant to
When we ran the test
be
on
buffs
this
to other
rock,
people, like
we found something
like the Dahlia.
strange. It was
In
pointing
even
to an era
the
that
story
didn't exist in any
was meant to
geological
work
record.
with Firefly, right? Like,
Yeah.
fucking...
I basically my point is a lot of people
None
pulled
of the other samples matched that strange era.
pulled
We
for
looked for other evidence,
Aglaya
but
and then
we found
regretted it.
nothing. No fossils,
Because
no minerals, no
to
records.
make her work, she needs a lot of help.
Yeah.
But then, when we couldn't think any longer.
But she does
our
work
folktale
quite well
suddenly
if
came to
she's
mind,
given the things that she
and
needs.
it all started to make
Yeah,
sense.
and a lot of the things that she needs are things that you might already have. She's a character that maybe should be put on the whatchamacallit, the things that
Golden
could just
Companion
show
Spirits?
not the Golden Companion Spirits. The things that can just accidentally be pulled, like
Oh wow. Do you want to know what her top 3 light cones are?
her own, I assume.
Her own, the other Remembrance Battle Pass light cone, and then Reminisce,
Tales
the
of the
fucking
Mother Spirit led me
3-star.
here, to the end of the earth.
That's alright.
It guided me to these ruins, to this very rock.
I'm actually
her
happy
best
when
team
people
is
have pretty
I
good
see what you're
free-to-play
saying,
options.
and I'm sure there's more to discover.
Okay, would you
through
like
this
to hear her
rock,
best team?
But isn't it a little too soon to
I'm
link it to
assuming
your
it's
tale?
probably Sunday, Cyrene, and Terminator.
So, for MOC anyway,
I'm sure of
rank
it.
102 is Aglaya, Robin, Sunday, DHPT.
Makes sense.
Rank
Just like
114
Matu said,
is
this is where the
Aglaya,
Mother Spirit
Cyrene,
rests.
Sunday,
no doubt.
DHPT.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next
can bring more
closest
samples back to
person
the
who
lab,
used
we
Aglaya
might be able to
is
figure out
ranked
the connection between the Mother
208.
Spirit and the Blank Era. We can
And
finally
they
find out what
swapped
it was
Sunday
like.
out for EMC or RMC and DHPT for Hyacinth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did I just murder the fucking boss? I was like not paying attention. Okay, I one-starred
Now-
that. Super pathetic.
They might have swapped out RMC or Sunday for RMC simply because they might not have Sunday.
Yeah, but like, who are the characters that Aglaya likes to have around? Sunday, who is good for
Sorry to interrupt.
any
But may I point
hyper
something
carry, literally anyone.
Not
Robin,
anyone. Because he's not
If-
good
if-
for SP unfriendly characters. He's not good for like Archer. He's not good for Sparksy.
he's fine for Archer.
You're
He's
not
good
using
for-
him with Archer.
So the only reason why he's not good with Elation is because
very
if you're
cold in here.
missing
I can feel my resistance
Yao
starting to
Guang
drop.
or EMC, you really need speed that an Elation character would give you. So you run Asta.
Yeah.
But Sunday is good for like Saber, Finon. Like, let's go to Sunday and look at his best.
He's the default support, right?
Not anymore. It's Sparkle now.
Sparkle?
Yeah. Finon, Saber, Anaxia, Ashvale. I'm sure there would be more if we scrolled down. He's good for like every character that needs a hyper carry, or every character that is a hyper carry. So like, other than DHPT, who's good also with every other character, Aglaya did not get any help. And if you're pulling Cyrene for Aglaya, you might as well just find a new DPS to invest in. Kind of like how the Herda isn't worth caring about anymore either. If you're pulling an Axa for the
Battles can be
Herda,
just as
you
informative
might
as
as well
codes.
just
You just have to know
pull
how to read them.
pull Saridra and play an Axa hyper carry.
Conversely, the floor of what the Herda needs is actually not that high.
Yeah.
So like the Herda can get away with a lot of like very easily to obtain characters, right? Like the
That's
Herta,
true. She's a very low investment character in that way.
a lot of the like big characters are high investment, right? The Herta is quite low investment in comparison.
Yeah.
All right.
She just
Decode complete.
she doesn't do as
Encryption
much as she
complete.
once did.
Un éclair remarquable, n'est-ce pas?
And don't get me wrong, the Herta is like one of my favorite characters.
I feel like that's not accurate. It's not that the Herta doesn't do as much as she once did. It's that there is so much more to do now.
Yeah, and also power creeping. Like, the problem with Anomaly Arbitration is, like, let's go look at what we have to fight. So it's like, okay, this one is obviously for Super Break
Combination of reason
because it's weak to fire and it's weak to physical, which are the two Super Break, like, elements. This one is weak to fire and imagination, which are the elation elements. This one's weak to
Timekeeper,
quantum
are you all right?
and ice, which
Alive
is
and well.
the
And you?
remembrance team. So it
She
kind of
didn't
feels
go through
like
with us.
these
She's
bosses
still up there,
in Anomaly
alone.
Arbitration
I
are
don't hear any
made
movement above us. Perhaps
with
she's
not
found a
much
place to hide.
wiggle
Miss Radio,
room. So
did
it's
you get
like
her on the comm?
you need a you don't
I'm
need them,
trying.
obviously. If you have like a character you have like E6 on, they'll probably do fine. I'm talking about like my Herta has no light cone, no eidolons. My Anaxa has no light cone, no eidolons. But it's like you need break or dot. You need
I'm ever so glad you've
remembrance
made it
and you
this
need
far into the
elation.
continent, I'll admit. I'd be more than happy to welcome anyone from the
Obviously, you don't
Foundation
need
here.
them, but you know what I mean.
But oh, what a pleasure it is that you, of all people, would be the one to show up.
She's pretty.
Grace? Is that you?
Grace is a questionable character.
No. Who are you really?
Can you pick Verton's
Taylor
gender?
from the ranch? Captain
Verton is
Grace of
always
the
a
Free
woman.
Breeze?
That's bold, honestly.
Or just a familiar stranger
They wanted the main character to be a character.
who would ask a
I know, and I
common
like
its
that.
name. Who would even notice if it weren't drawn to the flames?
So many lives have been lived through me. So many names taken. Cecily, Kayla, Grace. I've been them all. Yet,
So which one are you now? What's your goal here?
no need to get worked up. About Dr.
You know, I really
Dolores,
want to get like
brother,
the bunny ears for my Trailblazer, but I can't because they released kitty ears and these things won't be taken off.
Okay, we didn't get that far in. We'll get further in the next time we stream this, probably soon. I might skip either the Monday or the Tuesday stream for this. Try and get through as much as we can.
How close are you? You've been playing this game for like a year and a half.
I'm not sure. And also, I haven't. I've been playing it for less than a year, actually.
Okay, you started before I started HSR, and I am completely caught up with HSR.
That being said, let me see who we can send you guys
Oh,
off
you also
to. I hit
play
the
on.
clip button.
Also play on. I have a suggestion if you have no one.
I'm gonna raid. Probably. Hold on, let me click following. I'm actually late to a scheduled point, so I need to get out here quickly. Hey yo, the homie beast is live. We'll raid them.
Remember to
Here's
follow,
5 minutes.
subscribe,
Thank
and
y'all for
tell
stopping
Rez
by. We'll be here
that you're
soon.
proud of him for being out and proud about being a bottom.
We'll be back soon. We're gonna do this more
Only
often.
for good.
Thank you all for stopping by. I hope you have fun over at Beasts. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Good
Hope
night,
you had a
every
wonderful
pony.
time. If you're here on YouTube, thank you. Holy shit. I'll be.
You need to combine your chats.
I need to figure out how to do that. I can't find any way to properly combine them. Good night, everyone. The best way would be